Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. Oh, my voice just cracked. And I'm Jody.
And I am Amanada, and I'm out of breath because I'm like, when you press play, I'm going to run downstairs and grab an ice cube. I was really running.
Well, hey, you're out of breath, and I just had a make new friends moment.
And
That's
we're both on our
cut.
period.
I know, almost done. Don't mean to brag, but okay. We're having Amanda's having a great hair day. I'm having a challenging one. Need to get my color done again, so we're going for the two-tone.
I mean, I guess that always kind of, that's a blanket statement with my hair. It just always needing to be colored. Hi, everyone.
Well,
Let me get in the comments
today,
here.
Man, we got some good stuff for you.
alive.
This episode, I mean, this season's just getting better and better and better. Obviously, we're going to be breaking down the entire episode, watching/listening along with you. So we'll be giving you timestamps and so on. We got Brown Town. We're going to check in, see what Janelle is doing on Instagram, Christine and Meri and Kody and Robyn. Also, some hot topics. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this amazing cover that I made.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Can we please, we'll
break it down.
Take a moment to just give Jody all of the claps, all the snaps for making that cover. You're like, this took me forever to make. And then as I was looking at it, I'm like, no, honestly, this must have taken you such a long time. So I want you to break down the process of this.
It wouldn't for like any 20-year-old person. It would have
10
been
minutes.
If
they forgot they even did it 5 minutes later.
Hours. Anyway, so we'll talk about that. We got some adorable little pet pics. We're going to talk about SNL.
Oh my God, they're sitting
Salt Lake
together.
City. Oh, your little babies. Lots of good stuff.
They've never done that. Right.
Stick around. And now a little housekeeping, right?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry, I was in the comments. I forgot we had that here. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Robyn Brown's kitchen.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of Robyn Brown, it's her man. He's her type. He's her type.
That's
this
mine.
Week, we are recapping season 12, episode 1, part 1, Meri moving. What? Say it isn't so.
These are good episodes.
I feel like my hair down looks like Kody's hair in this picture. It's like, poof.
Just flat and dry.
Yeah. Girl dinner this week is one of John Anchorbo's request. Airline etiquette. And we got some good ones. Clipping nails, filing nails on the plane. It's
a lot of feet. A lot of feet specific things. Yes.
Lots of feet seeds. And coming up on Total Request Podcast, American Monster.
It's actually not American Monster.
Oh, no, I was going to say we already did
Life
that.
Of the
Teenager. Thank you. Oh, and I think here we go. Sorry. Secret Life of the American Teenager. This one, wowza. I mean, we thought Swan's Crossing was elevated in the drama. This one had it all. Teenage pregnancy, divorce, unexpected adulthood pregnancy. No, couldn't be. No. So, check that out. All right, Amanda, tell us more about your stepdaughter, foster daughter behind you.
Oh, Joe. Oh, wait, hang on. I have more housekeeping.
Oh, sorry.
Unless you had that already planned and to segue into that. But really quickly, just to remind you guys, our TRP backlog episodes.
Sorry, you're like, make sure you talk about this. And I'm like,
Got it. Our TRP backlog episodes are not on the regular Patreon. Again, we set this up a grillion years ago. So this is just how it is. But all the backlog episodes are on TRP Patreon, Total Request Pod. It's like no money a month, basically. So check that out. It's tons and tons and tons and tons of really hilarious episodes all through COVID. So we were both loopy and had literally nothing else to do with our time. So we are pushing out episodes, baby. Also, just a reminder, because we never say this. The entire backlog of Amanda Loves to Hate Teen Mom is also on our Patreon. It's $3 a month, and you can just get all of those episodes. It was like hundreds that all of you recovered for me in a time. I was thinking the other day, I want to ask your opinion on this. Do you think that my ex-boyfriend is ashamed of that? Do you think he ever has moments of like,
no,
you don't?
No, because I think much like Kody and like my ex, narcissists are just in their own world. They're always justified.
No. You don't think that he ever has a moment of clarity like, that was a really fucked up thing I did?
No.
Because I don't know if I could go on living if I did that to someone. Could
you?
But
you have empathy.
Yeah.
No, I would never do that. So no.
Empathy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah. Check out. I mean, honestly, our Patreons, we try to make it like well worth your money. So there's
kind of organized. It's organized
of episodes between them.
Yeah. That's it. I have this dog, Josie. I'm madly in love with her. And this is the first time her and Walter have ever laid together. Walter is kind of just tolerating it. But can you see? I don't know if you can see it behind my name.
I'm gonna throw up a
oh yeah. She goes home today.
To her new home?
No, back to her original foster, which is fine.
Oh, okay. So she had an original. So you're like the babysitter foster for her.
Yeah. And then I was going to keep her longer, but then I still might, but I don't know. I got over the initial, well, I'm obviously going to keep this dog. I got over that. And now I'm like, okay, no, we can just move her back out again before I fall in love. But it's very cute.
What is this next photo here? It says Walter Jody Latrice.
Oh, Josie Latrice is the dog.
Oh,
I must have just had Jody on the brain.
I did I'm like, she has a really special surprise plan for me.
No, this is just them. Anyway, I just thought you guys thought it was cute.
That's what you think of me when I'm not around.
Oh, well, I mean, whenever I say her name, I'm thinking of you. Josie. How are things over there in Huffland, Huffworld?
Oh, guys, girls. Yeah. So my lawsuit is settled as expected. I won everything because I did nothing wrong, and I
also you were pregnant.
So, yeah. I mean, the accusations akimbo, and we will do an episode on this. But yeah. I mean. Yeah, things are better, but I mean, exes are still exes and they're stupid and they won't admit when they make mistakes and it just makes life really difficult, but lawsuit over.
Yes, that major stress is over. So it's good. It's good. He can just sulk.
Yeah. So let's talk about this cover a little bit for this week.
Yes, please take us through the whole process.
We were excited. We were excited to watch this episode. I mean, it really had it all, right? So the scene that we will all watch together of the family Brown, decide to join like when we play this game here, that we play.
But usually we have a music and a singing and a guitar. Okay.
Sounds like fun with Aurora and Brianna. And as we know, Aurora does like to play the drums and Brianna likes to sing. I did have a photo of her holding the microphone, but I couldn't find a photo of Julie Andrews with her arm in just the right way. So this is where I started just spiraling down this hole of trying to make this photo
No,
because
I
Amanda,
want you
you
to
had a
take us through
dream.
this whole process, please, because this is
Okay,
going to be
but
like a trip
first, I'm
inside
just
my
going
own
to show
head.
you guys that I already took my hair down, and it's just going to be what it's going to be. So, like, it's fine.
It's fine. You look beautiful, whoever your
Okay.
hair is.
So what
you're
happened
good.
when I started this? Okay, well, you're like, okay, you got to do something Sound of Music. Like we have to have Sound of Music, and Julie Andrews playing the
This
guitar,
is all I
right?
gave you. I'm like, look up Do Re Mi. It'll be Julie Andrews or Maria with the guitar, and then the kids in front of her. I'm like, and my thought was, throw that picture up and put Jenga in it. And
Uh-huh.
then you somehow came up with this, and I was like,
Well, now I'm like, okay, well, then I'm like, okay, well, I'll see if I can get like a good screenshot as they're playing the game and all whatever. And then it just went to like a whole thing. Now, I did have to cut
oh, sorry, me
Saul
too,
out.
sorry.
There just simply was not room
Well, Saul's
on
not allowed
Coyote Path.
outside anyway, Jody. He would never be allowed in this situation.
Yeah, the other thing was that Robyn kept on touching and fussing with Saul, as you'll see in this episode, and I never would have noticed the grooming that Robyn and actually Aurora are doing with Ariola and Saul. So I couldn't get a clear shot of him because Robyn's hand was always like pulling on his shirt or tapping him or whatever. So he got cut, but I wanted to get Robyn just stuffing that apple down her gullet. I wanted Ariola to be shooting a little snarky
Ooh, she
glare.
did not come off likable in this episode.
No, she did not. Aurora, this is actually from this episode, this face, when she did that cool, I hated that moment so much.
No, when I say that, like, I've seen some cringy shit in my life, and I don't use hyperbole. I think that this might be the cringiest piece of television because it also was unending. It kept referencing it, and the stakes kept raising somehow. There's apples. Now we're sitting on the floor. We're in the other room. Robyn can't manage this caramel.
Cody's betting on not eating the apple. I'm gonna not eat any more apple if she gets this one. And even Robyn was like, huh? Like, wait, what?
Kody wasn't so much playing Jenga or concentrating on the apples as he was concentrating on posing.
Also, like, I got some great screenshots and things that we'll bring up when they get to that scene because Robyn, even more than Kody, was conscious of those cameras. So anyway, yeah, then I just I found some other photos. And
so you went in and okay.
This is Coyote Pass.
Even do this.
This is actually Coyote Pass.
The blending work is really good here. And hang on, sorry.
Well, I like to leave it a little unbelievable because I just think it's funnier having just like a cut off head on a body that's clearly photoshopped. I think that's funny.
Did you find all of these online though, or did you go into actual footage and like film it from your phone, like to get some of these? Because I've never seen it. Both. Wow.
Yeah. The layers. Like if you were to dissect this, like anyone in graphic design would be like, oh good God. The layers
move to front
upon layers. Yes. And like the things that are hiding underneath these layers.
Wow, you did.
You can see the spiral I was in, and then finally like, it's fine. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it anymore. It's fine. It's good enough. And then I sent it to you, and you're like, oh, it should be the Browns of music. Because I kept trying to rhyme music.
First, like I said, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever said or I've ever seen. I didn't just say change it to the Browns.
Well, no, you didn't. It was just, and I was like, that's it. Okay, anyway, let's move past that. Hope you enjoy.
We'll talk more about that in the actual episode, obviously, because it was great.
Okay, so tell me about, speaking of, Ariola, who we'll get to, not positive experience. You said you wanted to share a positive experience you had with a child this week.
Yeah, I must have written that like an entire week ago, but I do actually remember now what this was. But I did this Instacart delivery and it had some heavy stuff in it. And I was having a bad foot day. Anyway, but I was so I get to this house and it was just to drop it off. And so I don't have to interact with anyone. So great. But their garage was open and I'm just supposed to leave it at the front door. So I'm like making all these trips, I'm hobbling, and they have a few stairs, which is great. And I see this fucking kid like in the not in the garage, but like in the house door. Like, right, like there's the garage and then the house. Like,
okay, gotcha.
They're in the house, but like looking. And so he's like standing there and looking at me, and immediately I'm like, you fucking
Okay, how old? How old?
I'm so bad with that. 8.
Okay.
4. Is there a difference between those two ages?
Mm-hmm.
He was like walking around and he spoke words.
Okay.
Great.
A
So
kid.
he's watching me. I'm like, it's interested. And I'm immediately irritated. I'm irritated when anyone even looks at me. Also, it was a little boy, so I don't like when men look at me. But and my thought, I said in my head, like, it'd be really fucking nice if your parents raised you to help me out when I'm clearly struggling here. This is like what I'm saying in my head. And so I like get up to the door, and now he's like gone. And then as I'm putting down this thing and just raging on this kid in my head, he opens the front door and he's like, do you need any help? He's like, I'll help you. And he like came out and was like carrying like heavy stuff. And I was just like, you're doing great, buddy. Oh my gosh, that's so great. I was like, I'm the worst person in the world. But he fucking dragged in like a thing of like salt, like road salt.
Wow.
And he was so proud of himself. And at the end, I asked for a high five. Give me a high five, buddy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like give him a tip.
No.
Give him a nickel.
Look at my hard-earned money.
What coins you have there?
Here's a toonie.
A horseshoe. Okay. Whatever you guys use for bartering up there.
I also never saw the parents, so this kid might have just been a ghost.
A ghost child.
Yeah.
Would you rather babysit an actual child or be haunted by a child?
Oh.
A week.
Haunted by a child.
Haunted for a night by a child or babysitting a child for a week.
Can the child actually touch things in the ghost?
Oh, yeah.
Can the ghost can be sticky fingies?
No.
Then
but linger and it sings to you.
Then that. And also if I ignore it and like abuse it, say abusive things to it, it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Well, how about you? You love babies though.
Oh, I don't want
your regular Robyn.
If I get to give them back at this age, yeah. I mean, I'll accept this one that apparently I'm due in November.
Growing, even though we both just had our period.
I'm glowing. All right, hey, let's go to SNL Corner.
Okay, great.
Joan's favorite. Okay, SNL
So
debuted season 50 this weekend. Host. Oh my gosh, I just like choked on myself. Gene Smart, and musical guest Jelly Roll.
Dude, I was like making fun of the Jelly Roll situation all week, lightheartedly. Like, oh yeah, I've heard of that guy. And then you know what? I really judged that book by its cover because I saw a picture. He's got all these face tattoos and shit. And I'm like, I'm not gonna like this. But I sat and I watched both songs, and he just seemed so.
He's got like
earnest.
a really good story too.
Yes, I read his story, and I was like crying again. Period. That was like peak period Saturday.
Right.
But I was like. Yeah. What a sweetheart. Like, what just a pure, sweet man. Then I realized he looks almost identically like my ex-boyfriend who did all that shit to me. Like, body-wise, too. He does, though, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
So now I kind of hate Jelly Roll, but I was really proud of him. Like, when I take that out of it.
You like Jelly Roll, just maybe not someone that
Jelly
that
Rolls.
looks like him.
Yes.
Oh, I do, too. What did you think of the episode, though?
I thought it was kind of bad.
Same, but it got good reviews. I looked at the reviews
didn't.
before. Oh, what I read was like, oh, it's a solid start.
Everything
Gene
I saw
Smart
was
is a great actress.
Okay, well, listen, I thought Gene Smart was awesome. She's never hosted before. Is that correct?
I think so. I think you're right with that.
The level of I don't give a fuck in her, not I don't give a fuck. The level of relaxation in her monologue was also, she's singing I Happen to Like New York, which is a like, I don't know, Gershwin song or a Cole Porter song, but like people online were like, they give her this stupid song about New York. And I'm like, okay, so like a Gen Z person wrote this. But anyway, she's singing this and it's all vamping the whole time. And she was just going in and out of this song like it was nothing. She was like not reading cue cards. Like I was just so impressed with just her level of like, yeah, all right, I'm hosting SNL. Who cares?
Yeah.
Compared to us 5 minutes before this live starts and we're both freaking out.
And I'm still pulling out my hair.
Yeah. You've changed it since you said it. What did you think?
Beaker Face says Jean was really sick that week, so they cut her out of a few skits. That could have kind of explained some things.
Maybe she was on some like drugs and she was just like a little loopy. It worked. I thought she was great.
Yeah, I think Weekend Update is always fairly solid. The standout in all the reviews that I read was the one and only Bowen Yang.
Yeah. He was
What
in
did you think?
every sketch. I feel like he's getting a
Yeah.
little overexposed, and I kind of
Okay, I'm
feel like he
glad you
might
said
call
that
us
because
I
I
feel
feel
like he
the
might call
same
us fat.
way.
I feel like him and Ariana Grande together would definitely be mean to us.
Really? Oh, no.
Yeah,
You
he gives
think
me kind of mean girl
so?
energy, in a way that I wouldn't feel safe around him. But, I think
Okay.
he's very funny, and all of his references
Love
are
it.
things that I am in the know of, like, I'm all into this hippo, and I'm
Uh-huh.
super following the Chapel Roan thing, so, like, that sketch, for one, I never took it as being offensive at all, and I actually don't even think Chapel Roan gives a shit about it, because I just
Oh,
thought
is
I
that
was
like
like,
a thing? Is everyone
yeah, because that's yeah, that
Oh, I
'cause
didn't know
I
that.
saw that it was going there, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty smart." She's just she's very not handling fame well, and she's being like, Don't fucking talk to me if I'm in public. Like, when I'm on stage, I'm performing, I'm working. When I'm off
Oh,
stage, don't
okay.
talk to me," which I actually really don't think there's anything that wrong with. But so that's what it was. And people are like, Chapel Roan's she's gonna drop out of SNL now. And it was so bitchy. And I'm like, I don't think so. I thought it was just a really well-written sketch. It was funny, topical.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
The costume
I
was
mean,
amazing
got some
too.
the costume was really good. Yeah. Okay, well, I was curious of your thoughts because I was underwhelmed. I'll say that. I was
Yes, but I
underwhelmed.
think the first show back is always pretty bad, or they're always kind of getting their footing. Okay, let's talk about the
Yeah.
opening sketch, not to get
Oh,
political.
okay. Okay. Maya Rudolph, great. Jim Gaffigan as Tim Walz, I thought
I
was
was
good.
really
It was a
excited about
little too
that.
energetic for me. Like it was a little like he was really, really feeling it, and
Do
a
you
little
think they
overdone.
spoke to shoot? What's his name? He's the voice of Bing Bong.
Oh my God.
Paul is his name Paul? He looks exactly like Tim Walz. I told you that, like, right when he got announced. I was like, he looks exactly like that guy.
Yes. Oh my God.
I can
Let
find
us
it.
know in the comments. I can't even. Yeah, I can't remember his name. I thought Dana Carvey was
That was
Marsha B.
great. Richard Kind is this person's name.
Richard Kind.
He
Yes.
looks exactly like Tim Walz.
Yeah, Dana Carvey for me, I think just like killed it. Just owned that. And I was gonna say the David Muir was awful. Didn't think that was good at
Who's
all.
that?
It's played by
The
the guy
moderator?
who looks like who looks like John Mulaney a little bit.
Oh, Mikey
I don't know
Day.
what his no.
Oh, Andrew Dismukes.
Okay, sure.
I love him. He's one
I
of my
didn't
faves.
think okay. Something about him like comes off a little smug to me.
Oh, I'm sure he's smug and he would definitely call us fat. But I thought, okay, I saw a picture of Maya hugging Jim Gaffigan, or oh no, who's the other one? The one who plays her husband, Andy Samberg. Is that his name?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought
I
was
saw
okay.
them hugging on TikTok, and I genuinely thought it was Kamala Harris. Because the way Maya embodied just her, it's a still photo of her hugging someone, and she caught the energy of Kamala Harris.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited. I don't know. The writing of SNL, I'm starting to finally see that it is young. It's a younger generation of comedy, and I'm just gonna have to accept that and not like shit on it like all the older generation did to our generation. So, but I
Yeah.
don't,
And even the impersonations, like we were talking about this when we were watching it. So the impersonations, think about like Dana Carvey, right? Old school SNL impersonations. They're so good, they're iconic, you remember them. And even though impersonations now are really good, I feel like that's all it is. So like the difference was so stark last night. Dana Carvey, you have comes out there and think about his George Bush, right? Like the not gonna do it.
so
That's what
good.
it was, but George Bush actually never said not gonna do it. He never said that. But it was like Dana Carvey's artistic take on it of like
Yeah.
this is something that he might say or how he would say it. And that's what Bush kind of became known for was like the not gonna do it, amongst other things. But nowadays it's like
Strategery.
the guy who does Trump, it's perfect, right? Or he might not be a great example because he's actually really good. But think about like
He does Trump
the David
and
Muir.
Biden. Okay, Andrew Dismukes.
So he's doing all the intonations and he's doing all like the motioning and the words like David Muir, but it doesn't feel like You know what I mean? Like, you're not like, oh my God, that's amazing. Because it is just, it's mimicking. It's like the difference of
Yeah. I think,
impersonating or
and if you look at the 90s SNL, me and Jody are both like big SNL heads. I don't know if you if for any new listeners, we both just really genuinely like it. The 90s was such a big comedy, and the impressions were so huge because we had Dana Carvey, Chris Farley, Mike Myers, and the it was just so big and over the top. And then you get into like the Sherry O'Terry, Will Ferrell, and it was still big, but a little bit, I don't know, more nuanced, more silly. And now I don't know. Do you think it's just getting more low key? Because then you got Kristen Wiig, Bill Hader, who more aren't like huge impressionists. It was more just like really specific, like perfect. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It does. It just like lacks something. But again, maybe it's just our generation. The humor is different, you know?
Well, okay. What's your favorite SNL cast?
Oh God. I mean, that would be a good girl dinner episode.
That would be. Well, I have it on the girl dinner episode list. I wrote dream SNL cast.
Oh, well then let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's have a fucking kid.
Okay, well, listen, we're on a TV kick. Let's talk about Salt Lake City. I actually didn't finish watching the episode.
Okay,
I got to go back, restart it. And I'm not caught up on Orange County either. So I got to do that in the next couple days. But okay, so this cast, I'm digging the story that Bronwyn is bringing in, but then I don't know if it's just because she's new and it's fresh and all the other ones are boring me. Like, I'm so over everyone else's stuff. But I did perk up a little bit when Meredith and Seth came on screen, which brings me to Seth's Instagram, if I may.
Okay.
I just can't with this guy. Brianna.
What are we gonna do, Brianna?
This is his tagline in his Instagram. Okay, first of all, look at all those little like thumbnail things. Oh, embrace, chase, keep going. It says evolving towards higher, imperfect self, one breath at a time, making every day count. With a link to their podcast hanging by a thread.
Oh my God, I forgot they have a podcast.
Oh yes. Now, this is Seth's. What do you call it? His grid.
Grid. Yes.
Okay, I would say much like a dating apps or something. It's just all the things you don't want to see from a man. Selfies of him like, I'm in an airport. I'm an important man. Yes, I am in an airport. I am fit. I am outside. I am very into fitness. And then you have some spiritual quotes and then a thumbnail of Meredith in a shower. Cool.
So Meredith's going to be bat mitzvahed, and Seth's like, this is just so beautiful.
Right.
I'm like, is this the storyline? I mean, but like, I guess that's good. And then Brooks Marks is there. Brooks Marks and her bitchy daughter, both being bitchy.
Yeah, I don't like that family. They have mean girl energy, mean girl vibes. And I just wanted to show this too. More Seth. He is just a very punchable face. I'm not saying anyone should.
How do you think he would get along with Kody? Because they both love being around other men so much.
Yeah, I think they'd like it. I think they would both really, really enjoy themselves.
Okay.
Because they're men talking about men things. And then
Seth is so much more of a pussy than Kody. I mean, they're both pussies. Well, Seth, I think, does actually like women. Like, I think he does respect women. Like, I don't think he has the woman hating red pill thing that Kody does.
But he would like to school Kody and teach him about gay women lovemaking, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, empathy.
Mm-hmm. Telling your wife that her friend's boobs are the best boobs you've ever seen. You want her to have those boobs. Remember when that happened?
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. How about I would love to like see Robyn just like dropped into a Real Housewives dinner. Just like for an hour.
No, next to Meri Cosby.
Oh, they might like
Ramona.
No, they might get along.
Ramona, Meri Cosby, Robyn.
Okay,
they would
but like
eat her alive.
So which housewives would eat Robyn alive? Like, are there housewives that would look at Robyn?
Nene.
Great mom. Okay, yes. Let's do this.
Oh God, I'd have to go city by city. Oh, Vicky Gunvalson.
Okay.
You have a job? Got a job? Never had a job? You have a job? You got a job. Vicky would eat her alive. Tamara would eat her alive.
How about Dubrow? Heather Dubrow.
Ooh.
I'm just trying to think of women that are good at like giving it to another woman without losing their own cool.
I don't think Heather Dubrow would give, like, she's like too poor for Heather to even care or pretend.
Yeah, back to Meri Cosby. I think just Robyn's clothes from like Ross Dress for Less would really offend Meri.
Yeah. Lisa Barlow, I think, would just totally brush her off. Like, ugh.
Oh, and also the Salt Lake City, because Robyn couldn't like throw the religion back on any of them.
Oh, Heather then. Maybe Heather Gay.
Yeah, maybe just throw her in the Salt Lake City cast.
You know, I know a lot about polygamy. There's a lot of families that I knew. Polygamy, maybe.
And Heather Gay's like, my family was, what were they? Like my
just like my pioneers and my pioneer ancestors
before me.
Just my favorite line ever. Okay, hey, tell us about Will and Harper real quick before we jump into.
Oh yeah, I should have put up a thing, but I didn't. But I saw a movie on Netflix. Oh, I did put up that thing. God, I was doing good this weekend. That's because I looked at all of my money situation. And I realized how much money I pissed away on savings account fees that I never looked at. So I like canceled all my accounts and I didn't spend money. So I actually worked on this.
You're still better off than the Browns, so don't worry about it.
I am. Yeah. No, I don't spend money that I don't have anymore. Anyway, so what's happening? Will and Harper. I've been seeing little tastes of this all over TikTok for the past couple of weeks. Was it in your algorithm at all?
Yeah, it did come up, but I haven't watched it yet, but I want to. It's added to my list.
Okay, well, it's about this Harper was hired as a writer in SNL she started the same day as Will before he transitioned. And they were just best friends. I think they both did Funny or Die together. I think they both started that together, or she left SNL to do that with him. And just a couple of years ago came out as transitioning to live as a woman. God. Okay. So anyway, so they take this road trip together and they just filmed it. And it was just real, again, watched this on my period, but it was very sweet, very funny. Harper. If you're going to watch it, I'd also recommend watching interviews that they've been doing all week on like Jimmy Fallon and stuff, because Harper is just so funny. Like you would find her so funny. She's just very dry, just very like just they'll ask Will now. Yeah, like Jimmy Fallon will ask Will Ferrell a question like, "Oh, Will, you're just so funny in this," and Harper's like, "Oh, here we go again." Like it's just a very, very, very funny, very heartfelt. They go at one point to that Texas Roadhouse place where Dayton was so brave.
That's right.
Dayton really broke the barriers. Is
this on Hulu?
Feeling. It's on Netflix, Jody.
Netflix.
The one subscription I'm keeping. Yes.
Yeah. I'm definitely watching this.
And it's like 2 hours, and they check in with a lot of SNL people. They take a hot air balloon ride with Will Forte, and I was like, oh my God. And then Kristen Wiig like writes the theme song like at the end, and it like I was bawling through that. She's so fucking talented, like singing wise. Like she's a musician. She just like never really like you never heard
know that.
Did you know that he's dying of cancer? Kelp. So yeah, check that out. Will and Harper.
Okay. Last thing before we head into Brown Town, I'm a little hungry in my tummy.
Someone's back.
Gary Shirley, it's Gary time. Teen Mom OG alum. What did he cook up for us this time?
Oh, the evolution of dinner. How much should I charge? And let me say, it was delicious. At Christina Shirley, at It's Leah Time 12. The filet was freshly harvested today. Okay. Gary hasn't posted a food picture in a while. Maybe he watches our podcast and he got a little camera shy, but he's back. He definitely got a bunch of steak because 2 days in a row he posted pictures of this delicious meal.
And what do we have here? This looks so vile. I can't. This is worse than I remember it.
I mean, it's a fettuccine Alfredo pasta, basically. It's a cream sauce. The meat looks bad. This is definitely leftover too. It's like we already saw that you had this meat yesterday with that other meal you made. So now you're clearly using like leftover meat that is now reheated.
But the way he like jizzed all over the top of the meat like that,
it's not you know what this could use is parsley. Just like little garnish. Throw some parsley on there. Made some homemade Alfredo sauce. I used leftover filet and chicken. Okay, that's too much. Also had some salad, not pictured at Christina Shirley. Okay.
He does this every time. Like, there's no shame in it. No one says you have to have a salad with it, Gary. Like, just put up the fettuccine Alfredo.
And then you don't have to specify that you didn't eat the whole thing and that Christina ate most of it. You never.
Oh, yeah. So I was like, this was a 2-person portion. We shared it.
The plate looks smaller than it actually is.
He does that a lot.
Yeah.
It was served on a small plate. Like, oh, God.
Yeah, we know you're both on Ozempic now, so you're fine. Like, just post your food and say that you ate it. God.
Exactly. All right. Let's head into Browntown, shall we?
Oh, it's time for Browntown already. Hey, we kept that to only 35 minutes. Let's do it. I'll go ahead and play the little thing. Oh, wait, you know what? I forgot.
What?
There's a graphic here that is actually you know how we kept all my videos that I made last year? Yes. There's one that actually is perfect for today because now we're into October. So feast your eyes on this. It's a year old now.
That wasn't funny, babe. That wasn't funny.
I had forgotten. I was like, I know there's gonna be something.
Yeah, I obviously did too. I was just cheering for it to happen, and then it was just thrown in my face. Freaking Howie the Crab.
I thought it was gonna be Robyn pooping.
I did too. Is that thing still alive?
Yeah, it's gonna be on its next molt in a little while.
Oh my God.
Which I will be watching live. But let's get into Browntown. Browntown. Everything's waiting for poo. Were you talking about all of that?
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to get another intro. I thought we were just going to dive into it.
Oh, okay. Okay, I saw you talking in the little.
I got too excited.
Okay, let's do it.
We're just Jen and Meri. Wow, Meri.
Oh, I just mean life. Am I right, girls? Ladies.
Highs and lows of this moment. High, the numbing from the dentist appointment is wearing off. Low, the numbing from the dentist appointment is wearing off. Hashtag if you know, you know.
Meri. She's wearing a Worthy Up t-shirt.
I can hear her yelling through that photo. What else is she up to? Let's check it out.
Throwing some shade, Meri.
Wow.
Don't you know I don't like? I mean, this one is actually pretty funny.
Don't you know I don't like spearmint gum?
Did you see the actual video? Because it's her picking it up and then like traveling over to a garbage can, and then she like lifts up the garbage lid and throws it in. But her garbage can is like really bougie. I'm sure you own it. It's like
shut up.
And then she puts it in and it's like,
Meri, you sneaky. Hashtag if you know, you know.
I haven't seen Jen around. I wonder if there's animosity between Jen, Joelle, and Meri. It seems like there's trouble in paradise. I'm sensing it for some reason.
I would love that. Like or that maybe Jen's gotten like too big for her britches and Meri's like, no. Meri's kind of turning into like a Kate Gosselin with Aunt Jody.
She's got the hair for
it. No. This is not for you. This is my gig, not yours.
But I would get that too. Actually, I don't think I would. I would love to have to like pass on some of
Yeah.
All right, what else?
And then we have Zona here. Your favorite. You love Zona.
I consider myself pretty lucky to get this wake-up call every morning. Miss Zona is just the absolute sweetest. See, Meri does have redeeming qualities. She loves animals.
So Mosby is Leon's?
Yeah,
where's Mosby?
I heard somewhere that Mosby passed away, but I don't think so.
Oh, no.
I feel like we would have heard about that. The world would have.
I feel like you would have sensed that if that happened. You just feel like Mosby's not with us anymore. I feel like you would have felt that.
Yeah, no, ain't happening.
Okay.
But Zona's also at the end of that spearmint video after the garbage can. She like scrolls over and Zona's just like, It's just
Oh.
really cute. Dogs.
How's that B&B coming along, Meri? Yeah. Okay, so let's go on to Christine, who says, I'll be posting all of mine soon, but it's National Daughter Day. Tell me what you love and send me a pic so we can celebrate her.
This was nice, actually. Like, this
Yeah.
was, again, smart, because everyone's going to post to this now.
Yeah. She knows how to get the engagement up. Do you want me to read this, or do you want to read this?
I'll read it. Happy National Daughter Day to my amazing, unique, and oh so wonderful daughters and bonus daughters. Gosh, I'm so lucky to have you all in my life. Each one of you brings something special to the table. From your quirky sense of humor to your big hearts and fierce independence, you all have a way of lighting up the room in your own way. So just as I'm reading, the reason that I took this is because for some reason, this just might be a me thing, but whenever I read a post like this from Christine, I can sense that there is an air of, yeah, Kody. Yeah, I hope you're fucking reading this. There's an air of
Yeah.
shade, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
From your quirky sense of humor, you all have a way of lighting up the room. Our daughters and bonus daughters made the best moms. Watching you grow into these incredible women you are today has been one of the greatest joys of my life. I am so incredibly proud of each one of you. Hashtag National Daughter Day. Hashtag Mom Life. Hashtag so proud. Hashtags daughters are the best. Hashtag family first. Hashtag choose joy.
Oh,
That's really good name to Kody and
Christine.
Robyn.
That is
So
really
that's good.
sweet.
Posted
And then a
pictures
photo of
with-
her with Savannah, which
With
is really
Savannah.
sweet.
I
Like,
just
she's
thought this was great to
acknowledging
like show her with all of the daughters that aren't, that she didn't give birth to. This, I think, is David's daughter who's hanging out with Mackenzie, and it seems like they might have the same energy.
Oh, it's the one daughter that
That
there was a
tried to hook them up.
McKelty on the Woolly side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all
So
remember.
glad they found each other. Here's the daughters. Again, I forgot that Truly wore those 3 blind mice glasses, but there it is.
Three blind
I had a question here. I wonder what are the logistics here if you're taking this
Okay.
picture of asking Leon to be in this picture? What would the logistics be of that? Was
think it
Leon
would
in a
just
sun
Lea-
picture?
I don't know.
Leon doesn't identify as a boy either. I'm genuinely just wondering, like, what would the logistic be of that? Because Leon was at the wedding.
I bet you they would ask.
Huh. Okay.
Like, what are you comfortable, or are you comfortable
Yeah.
in a photo?
I thought it
But
was
I think that's
food
really
for thought.
I love this. And just like look at everyone's faces, they're truly happy, you know.
Mackenzie doing a bit too much, but other than that, yeah. And I'm
Just
back.
paying
I love
attention.
Madison. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Aaron Cross posts, LOL, saw this on Reddit. Christine trolling Kody, even the leg pop.
I mean, it is trolling. It of course is.
How did we not catch this? So this is a side-by-side of Kody and Robyn and the infamous sports car silhouette kiss. And then there's Christine and David's engagement photos, I believe, right? And they're leaning against
Sure.
his, I don't know what that is, like a Yukon or something.
Well, whatever it is, it's like 3 times the size of Kody's stupid. It's just everything about their picture is just so much more alpha than Kody's. And also Kody and Robyn's, he looks so tiny because Robyn's she's got those long legs. So
Yeah.
Kody just looks short with a shitty little like midlife crisis car. And
Yes.
David's like, I'm a man with a truck.
Yeah.
And here's my woman, and I'm
Yeah,
taller than her.
Look at Robyn and Kody's head. It makes a heart.
I mean, well, that jaw, there's some sharp angles, so it's pretty easy. Her
That's
whole face
true.
is a
That's
heart.
true. There's
Yeah.
always going to be some geometry there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Janelle, what is Janelle up to? Let's see. We have Gwendolyn. If you haven't checked it out yet, this is your sign at Madison Rose and Janelle are building beauty from the ground up at Tata Farms.
See, again,
And
I'm
Gwendolyn
loving
and
all
her
of these
wife.
because you know that Kody and Robyn are watching these, and it's just, I get so much joy seeing each new child like be like, I support you, and the children that aren't. Well, I guess they are. She is related to Madison, but the children like from all the other families, they're
Yep.
supporting it because they're an actual family. All right, Janelle's just getting crazy this week. She
Oh my
went out-
God, I didn't see these.
dinner with friends. We had to order one of each dessert to share. They were gorgeous to look at and tasted amazing. Best tiramisu I've ever had. Really. And they make their pasta in-house. Heart
Oh,
eye emojis.
adorable that Janelle has never heard of like restaurants making homemade pasta. Like that's adorable.
I
Oh,
know. And then
these do look amazing though. Like I'm a dessert pastry person.
I am, especially on my period. The tiramisu, the thing that she wanted, that she specifically points out here, barely in the shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's cut off.
Yeah, cut off.
She's got whatever that is at the top. Is that like a cheesecake with perhaps like a lemon mascarpone and blueberries?
When Janelle over the summer made that salad and she put blueberries in it and she like
with
posted
shrimp.
about it.
With shrimp.
Yes,
and
I knew there was
blueberry.
something
Who
gross
knew?
about it.
Like no one knew because
No,
blueberries
don't do
and
it.
shrimp are the thing, Janelle.
The part in there where she's like, really? It reminds me of, oh God, I hope you know this clip, unless it's just a music theater thing, where Patti LuPone was being interviewed on the red carpet like a few years ago. And they're like, has President Trump seen your show? It goes, and she's like, well, I hope he doesn't, because if he does, I won't go on stage or I won't perform. And they go, really? And she goes, really?
Really?
Really? And they go, why? And she goes, because I hate the motherfucker. How's that?
I aspire to be Patti. That
her autobiography is so good. Oh, the shade.
Is it on audiobook?
She does it on, and it is scathing. I mean,
and she
really
is she doing it herself? Because that would be amazing.
Oh yeah, she's doing it herself, babe.
I arrived at the theater. Like,
oh
I'm
no,
sure she'd be yelling at you.
She's like, I was Fantine in the original Les Mis, and I hid so that I didn't have to be in the barricades or something like that. But she tells some tea. I mean, for a music theater person, it is as salacious as Holly Madison's book.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, so let's see what else is Janelle up to here. Oh, we are so excited.
Oh, there's a couple sweet ones coming up here. So she's doing a 5K. Oh, I hope you got your extra large shirt going there, Janelle.
She's got her shirt, right?
It might not fit you though. It might not fit. I was up all night worried.
Or you could look like a fucking snack. Yeah. Your husband's jaw.
As Robyn's in her stupid orange shirt or something, like
yeah.
Oh, I can't. I hurt my back, so I can't do the 5K because I'm
even Meri was like
useless.
When she walked out, like everyone was like,
I know. Janelle's like, wow, you can really see my curves. Okay, so she wrote, as someone who's deeply passionate about this cause, this is them. But anyway, this is a fight. It is a event to run down bullying, prevent suicide, and raise awareness for autistic youth. Love it. Go, Janelle. Fuck it. And anytime she does stuff like this, it just reminds you of Garrison. I was thinking the other day, I said this, but I just hope that it's featured on the show once they do address his death, that the cat thing happened, that like all those people donated all that money.
Yes.
Because that was just such I was telling Joan about it on the live that week, because he doesn't follow Sister Wives, and he like started crying like on the live. He's like, that's just really great. Okay.
And speaking of Garrison, a great photo of Janelle. Look how happy Janelle looks in this photo. Like she can pull that little corny hat off. Yeah, it's her with Savannah and Gabe and Garrison. And she's saying, my phone serves me up memories every day. Often they're pictures with Garrison. On good days, and today is a good day, they make me smile because I remember the event and that it was a fun day. There's always a bittersweet afterglow, but it's still a good thing to see these time capsules. Ugh.
Yeah.
She's amazing. I mean, being able to like even see things from that perspective at this point is incredible. Janelle's just,
oh God. It's really,
she's amazing.
My mom came over yesterday, and we watched, she wanted to watch the episode of Sister Wives where they go to New York. And Robyn wears that Forever 21 outfit with the vest because she's a businesswoman. The kids are all through it, and like I was like almost nervous to like see Garrison because it just would have been like so sad.
Yeah.
Also, in that New York trip, the way that Kody and Robyn are talking about it on the couch, they're all like, "Oh, New York is so big, like the buildings are so big." I was very triggered by it because they're all on the couch talking about New York, but it was clearly Robyn and Kody talking as if it was just their shared experience, and the other three wives were just like he's like,
yeah, we were there too.
She's looking up the whole time, and they're like just having their own like moment here. It's season 2, episode 1. Jeez, awful.
We saw it from the beginning. We really did. We have
Okay.
Janelle posting some more. She says, "My boy's rocking out." Laughy face emoji, heart
Oh,
eyes
this was a
emoji.
reel of her boys dancing. Him and Gabe, and maybe Hunter. Was Hunter there too? Yes, Hunter.
Oh,
Those are his
look at
arms there.
Gabe getting down. My boy's rocking out. How cute is Janelle? Rocking out.
I'm just
I
always
can
happy
hear
to see
Daphne
Gabe
saying
with
that.
family. Just surrounded by family. Okay, so anyway,
Yeah.
so that's all for I think the sad stuff. Oh, okay, here we go. This
Oh,
okay, this
Janelle.
was a
Remember
whole
I
thing.
told you with the pinky? She always does this little pinky thing.
Um, this was the day of the hurricane tornado hurricane.
Hurricane.
Um, and it was like somebody had posted on Facebook that, oh, I wonder if Janelle's doing okay. So then I think I went to Superstore. I was doing an Instacart thing. And I was there for maybe 45 minutes. And in that 45 minutes, Janelle started a live video that I like went into because like Janelle's, if she's doing a live video, you guys have to join it. It's not a Fridays with Friends. It's not like Angelina from Jersey Shore. If Janelle is posting a live video, you better click into that because you're going to catch some nuggets. And more than likely, she's going to cut out of it really quickly. It's going to end all of a sudden. So you need to get that content. So the first one, I don't really know what was happening. She was talking about something. Then she posted a second one. And like immediately after, because she wasn't happy with the first one, and then the second one wasn't even about the hurricane anymore. The second one was her now ignoring the hurricane and just going, yeah, so I messed it up on that first one. Technology is just really crazy, and we should just forgive ourselves. We nobody knows everything, right? So this was the pose, and then we'll play the video in a second. But so here it goes. Nobody knows what they are doing 100% of the time, and it's okay. We have this sneaky perfectionist inside of us that wants to tell us, you don't know how to do that perfectly, so don't try. It's counterintuitive, right? You have to do to learn. And then she posted this video. This is the accompanying video. And by the way, at the beginning, she's going to say, oh, I retook it because the sound was really weird over there. Yet in this video I'm about to play, the sound's like... So here it is.
Hey guys, trying this again. I did this before and this ambient sound was so bad. These mics on the phones are getting so effective or so good, but I was just contemplating. I'm coming to you real and raw from my desk, but I was just contemplating today I need to go up and meet somebody who's helping me bring my trailer from the mountains back to Flagstaff. I'm in Flagstaff and Sedona this week. I love it here in the West, the big blue sky. I love my life and what we're developing in North Carolina, but I really, really do love, I just love this area as well. So anyway, I was contemplating today, there's all these things that you have to do, right, in life if you want to progress that are kind of scary. Our primal brain would love to just keep us safe, and then we have that sneaky perfectionist thing going on, and where we're like, oh, you can't do that perfectly, don't do it, you will look stupid or whatever. So we have to kind
of... Okay, I think I was like, all right, enough. But the whole time it's like like that episode of MASH we did where it just sounds like this, like whoo, 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 woo, woo. Like it
Her
sounds like
mind just goes, just doesn't know where it's gonna land.
Press record and just see what
Like
happens.
subconscious, just like thinking about things, and like your mind just starts. I would love if Janelle would like take an edible and then just tell her,
I feel like she
whatever
might have
you're
taken
thinking
one
of,
before
Janelle,
me.
just go. I should be like, I teepees and like horses, and really love those tea, like a chai. Who knew? So good.
I got this new kettle. Yeah, the mugs, Stanley. All right. Is that it for Brown? Well, of course, we have the Instagram comments.
Okay, so yeah,
we'll
go through some Kody and Robyn's, and we'll jump right in. So this is from Kody's Instagram, right?
Yeah, I actually labeled all of these. Again, I was working my little butt off this weekend. All right, this is Kody's. Verna Morales 189 says, I just watched the first pilot of you introducing your family. I said, that is a man who has heart. Today, you are not that man.
Wow. And then Tofu Kelly says, he was always like this. He was so jovial when he was worshipped by everyone, and none of his kids developed their own opinions about him as adults that he could not alter with lying. We are watching the fall of a complete narcissist.
Yeah,
That indeed.
yeah.
And it's pretty damn satisfying.
Yep. Okay.
Gigi's grandma. Uh-oh. What's grandma got to say?
After reading through these comments, not much else I could say about Kody and Robyn. However, putting their daughters on there trying to show that they are victims was just vile. Those girls have been brainwashed to believe that everything their mother and Kody tell them are gospel. They are just like Robyn and unfortunately probably face a life of unhappiness and always being the victim. At their age, they should be out working, living on their own and being young women, not childish victims in their mother's house. And I just knew we couldn't get through one episode without Robyn play crying again. I mean, sing it for the.
That's true.
All
pretty much every episode we've seen and through our 12 season watch, she's cried at every episode.
Yeah, and when me and my mom were watching this episode, she, like every time Robyn came on screen, my mom's just like, "Does this lady ever smile?" Because they're talking about the wedding, and it's like Janelle's like I'm back from the wedding, and it was really awkward. Yeah. But
right,
everyone's kind of smiling and being like, "Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy." And then Robyn's like, "I hugged Gabe. Mm-hmm. He said I love you." It's like, oh my God, lady, you're talking about a wedding you just got back from.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, she's got to be miserable. She's always got to be a victim. Sister baby. At Kody Brown, you're despicable, crying about Janelle. Get over yourself. Meri said it best, quote, "Karma is a bitch. Why don't you and at Robyn Brown's nest go live your happy little asses out on Coyote Pass and shut up. Stop blaming everybody for your problems and accept the blame for what both of you did. The pandemic was just an excuse to isolate yourself, and then your housekeeper gets COVID, then you and Robyn, wow, the Lord works in mysterious ways. That's what you get. You don't do people dirty and get away with it. I'll be glad when they'll stop giving you two any TV time. Good riddance already. Go on now. Get."
This person got more and more unhinged as they were reading it. This is my favorite one.
Terrifying. I don't ever want to be on that person's bad side.
No. It's Sweet Baby or whatever that was. Yeah. All right. We got J Taylor 471 says, "So glad your wife admitted on national TV that the house is a family asset." And Vicky SK for me says, "Oh my God, I thought the same thing. I said, yes, open mouth, insert foot."
Yeah, that's going to come in handy.
Shouldn't have said that. Yeah, that was really good.
She acknowledged it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. ASWL Joy says, "I feel sorry for your kids, Robyn,
Robyn,
especially Dayton. It must be awful to know most of the world hates your mom, but you are honestly hated by most of the world."
It's because this almost is going toward like, oh God, it must be awful to know most of the world hates your mom, but you're honestly really hated. Everyone fucking hates you.
No.
Like, I mean, it really is true.
And then Lily is geeky, says, "Shh. You never worked a day in your life. Janelle wasn't broke until you came along. You and Kody stole Janelle and Meri." From Janelle and Meri. Close enough.
Okay. All right. Soap Curls ASMR says, "For you to say," this is Robyn, "for you to say that Janelle must have basically not budgeted is absolutely insane. This is the best example of gaslighting I've ever seen." And the Happiest Dagger says, "You making sure Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna are reaching out to Preston, or do you think the parental alienation you did exempts that? He's dying of cancer." Do they know that?
Do they know that? Yeah, I don't think they do. Also, Poppers just says, "You're a bad person."
Can't argue with that.
I love it.
You're a bad person. Okay. And Robyn says, "The love will save the day. God is good." And hello, it's SP. These ones are actually my favorite because I think they're kind of being genuine here, but they don't realize that this is a 10-year-long thing now. But
yeah.
Hello, it's SP says, "I really think you need to go see a doctor. I believe your thyroid is inflamed." This purely a thoughtful gesture.
I mean,
I'm just letting you know it's really inflamed.
I would never say anything, but you might want to get checked out.
All right, you read this. This is just a really good. This is just good. This is very well written. It's long. It's two things, but where the arrow is, just switch over, and that'll be the rest of that paragraph. So I'll let you read this.
Okay, gotcha. Rando Tando 420 sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Says, "How do you, quote, figure out what amount to pay Janelle back? Well, Let's start with the $32,000 of your debt she paid off, the rent/utilities, gas, groceries she paid so you and yours could eat and have a roof over your head. We'll say about 25 to 30,000. Doubt you had your own money for the down payment on the Vegas home, so another 100,000. The 250 to 300,000 Janelle gave you for your down payment on the Flagstaff home, and the 300 to 350,000 for Coyote Pass. And we'll say roughly $50 to $100,000 you stole and hide and assets on your home. Okay, so you're saying the next one. So you owe Janelle right around $912,000, and let's not forget about the 14 years of interest. So we'll round that up to an easy $1 million is what you, Robyn, personally owe to Janelle. This does not include what you owe Meri or the pain and suffering you should pay out to all of those in the OG Brown family for what you have done to their family. Basically, at this point, sell everything you own, and maybe, just maybe, it will be enough to pay back the OG3. Then you can either slither back off into whatever hole you came from to begin with.
I mean, that was thought out with numbers, and they were numbers that, like, I could never just blurt any of that out. I don't know anything about money, but like that, I was like reading that and I'm like, that makes sense. $1 million.
We're like
Robyn,
Janelle with her banker's lamp and the visor, being like,
stale hash browns with cheese kind of melted over them, just blindly eating them. Doesn't even know she's eating them at this point. It's just like this is reflex.
Oh my God.
So
I love her. All right, let's do this.
Woo!
It's game time.
What time is it? It's 1:03.
Right.
Look at us. All right. I canceled my Discovery Plus, so I'm gonna have different timestamps. So Jody is gonna give timestamps, and I'm starting right at the what's that? The theme song. God, I'm like nervous.
Yes. And this is season 19, episode 3, and my brother's keeper. After reuniting at a wedding, Kody describes the family dynamic is a total civil war. Christine and Robyn reunite in the waiting room as McKelty welcomes her twins. At a game night with Robyn and their kids, Kody reflects on his 3 failed marriages. And I just want to throw this up here because we're going to see in a previously seen on, and I just find this photo one of my most favorite things.
Let's keep that one in the up at the top with all the ones that we always keep.
Of course, we're gonna keep it. Just, I just love everything about Janelle in this photo.
She looks really good in this picture too. She looks really beautiful.
She's got 2 dogs on 2 leashes, one in each hand, just getting pulled down the street, but she's loving life. She's got her flip-flops on, and I love her.
See, what's happened if this is me in this picture, I can tell you the exact situation. I am going somewhere later today, but I'm doing one last dog walk before I leave. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm not wearing like jeans or a bra unless I'm actually leaving the house. So the fact that she's kind of dressed up with makeup on, she's got to be on her way somewhere. And this is the last dog walk before you leave the house.
You don't think it's that like the crew showed up and then?
Oh, like, well, I guess that I'm just saying if this was me, this is what this outfit would mean for me.
And they're like, Janelle, we'll just like follow you on the dog walk. And she's like, oh God, fine.
I can't get over the fact that she has a dog on one leash on each hand.
Yep. And ta-da, I threw up my hair.
You did. I watched it. I watched it happening. That's why you're like, okay, Amanda, vamp about this for a bit.
Yep. And she's walking. Okay, no, let's do this. Okay, so if you are watching along, we're at the theme, which is at 54 seconds. The intro.
Sorry, I went ahead a little bit. So
it's okay.
Okay, here we go. We're about to start. Oh my God. Are you in the comments now? I was doing a bad job before. Okay,
yep.
Great. Ready? 3.
Yes,
oh, you know what we forgot to say? Happy new membership to Maddie Pink. Yay! Join us on YouTube, and everyone like and subscribe. Smash that like. Hi, Maddie Pink. Hi, everyone. We're bad at this. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Shit! I can't touch it. I can't touch it at all.
Yeah. He's such a douche.
Oh God, that scared me.
We're going to go to a wedding, and they don't want to have anything to do with the fact that we're public, so we're just going to have a good time there. The bride and groom, last time I talked to the bride. They've been told that Kody wasn't going to go.
All right, I'm pausing it there. Let's address this now. The fact that they say the bride and groom, this event, they will not say Logan and Michelle. Somebody in our group, let me try to find it really quick, or maybe I shouldn't say her name, but someone in our group was like, guys, I flew too close to the sun. I went and she tweeted like, ew, I think this is annoying that like Logan and Michelle need to get over themselves. Like we're not even allowed to say their name or whatever. And this person actually tweeted, or Michelle tweeted back at this person and was like, no, we actually had no idea. And then this person was like, I freaked out and then I deleted the tweet. But apparently Michelle was responding to a bunch of people all night being like, we had no idea. We did not ask for that. Like we didn't know this was happening until we watched the episode. So they did not actually request this. So interesting. Like, what do you think? Because it's weird. That's very strange if they did not actually request that.
I think they were just trying to like overall be respectful of it. I think it was probably just one of them being like, let's leave them out of it. No, I think probably like one of them in the family or something probably just said like, let's just keep them out of it. They don't want, they didn't
or it
sign
adds
on.
To the level of drama. It might just also be that because it is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's like we know
it is. It is funny, but I think it was probably well intentioned, and then it just kind of got like caught up in everything.
All right.
Okay, so we're at 136.
All right.
I think with Robyn, I don't know if she's even going to go. I think the goal is to.
She looks so nervous here.
Friendly, not friends, but friendly. I'm a little nervous. I am. I'm a little nervous just to have us all together.
I spoke with the bride and groom at one point and said, I think maybe I better not come.
The B-roll.
Getting his gloves on.
I shouldn't go. It's just all the hate that I'm getting from family members.
I am putting sticks in the ground.
Just
my land.
Talk from Christine and Janelle.
This is Kody's far and away moment.
He has like no idea what he's doing too. He kind of stood up on he was like feeling with his foot, like how was level.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And he says that he's remeasuring things.
Cruise, where he pretends it's dead, and then Robyn's gonna run out like what's her face?
What? I missed
Urban,
the first
Nicole
half of what
Kidman. I said this is like Kody's version of Far and Away. You know that movie?
Yeah, I think I watched that like when I was like 11.
Okay,
and it was really long and boring.
Deep cut.
No, but I do know that movie randomly. Okay, what happens in it?
It's like the land rush in like the Wild West, and Tom Cruise runs out there and he like plants his flag, like, oh, it's my land.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. You can tell how long ago it was when I used to watch movies.
No, but like, why did we both watch Far and Away? We were both too young.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Like in my mind, it's probably way worse than I remember it, but I remember like really liking it.
I think I'm getting confused with Legends of the Fall.
Oh, that's when I finally got it. I was like, oh, that's why people think Brad Pitt's hot.
Filmed in Calgary.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really?
Could take me there.
Really?
Okay. All right, let's go. All right. 2 minutes, 20 seconds.
Kody's measuring things for some reason.
I'm just trying to figure out what's the best configuration. I don't know the answer. I don't think Janelle and Meri are going to end up there. And to be honest with you, it's a source of a lot of heartbreak for me.
The person.
I'm Robyn and I'm raking leaves. I'm just raking leaves. Also, she's clearly never raked.
I was just going to say, she's never
the pile
done
is
this
so
ever.
big and dead.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're just moving things around. She's never been out there. She's in her pink parka, her iridescent pink parka, because she's a girl.
It's just so
she's a lady in this matriarchy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just doing what ladies do.
Yep.
It is so evident that Kody and Robyn's plan this whole time has been because Kody just said, yeah, I don't think Meri and Janelle are gonna move out. I think their plan was just like, well, everyone will just kind of dissipate and then we'll just get everyone's money. That was clearly the plan.
For sure.
So that makes it even funny because they must be losing their shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
right
Christine
now,
bought
for
a
sure.
lawyer, like she's going to go for this. Like it's not going to be, well, all right. They're going for it because it's a spite. It's a spite, Sue.
I mean, hey, I've been in that, right? Like
You sure
on the
have.
other end for Kody and Robyn is going to be getting financing on wherever they're going next. Like that will be an uphill battle.
But
for
then
them.
also paying the lawyer, because as you said that I didn't know, that when you pay a lawyer, you can't put that on credit card. You have to actually give them money, liquid. So that should be interesting to watch too. And like I think Christine also has Christine probably has put away a significant amount of money for her lawyers that Kody and Robyn haven't been putting away.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
And the more information you have, the more data you have, the quicker it can go too. So I'm sure Christine had it very timed out for lots of different reasons and like just knew when to, strike.
Now you were saying that Adam had said that like for our podcast, since it's entertainment, you can't technically use that. So how is that different than this? Like them saying stuff on the show like that? Does that
could be the
apply as
same.
well?
It could be the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. Like they would need more information from that. I mean, good thing for Christine, she has like actual photos and all this stuff. Like, no, this is what they're investing.
And it's like such a recurring thing.
But it is for entertainment purposes. Like it's going to be, a lot of judges won't even like have it be admissible.
Well, I hope she found like a bad judge. All right. What's the timestamp?
2:43.
All right.
Married, specifically asked Kody and I to come. It's a little tense. I am a bit concerned about.
She's raking in a blouse.
Owner getting sort of caught up in that. I don't want them to get hurt.
Oh shit! I can't touch it.
I don't want to be there with people looking at me but not talking to me. I'm still terribly hurt by everything that has happened. And so I'm not in the place where I'm like, oh, I'm just forgiving you guys, so it's all
forgiving
good
you
now.
guys.
I'm just not there yet.
The last wedding we went to, it would have been Aspen's and Mitch's. Was the last wedding. What a difference, right? Aspen and Mitch got married over 4 years ago. And gosh, a lot's happened in 4 years. Yeah, Aspen and Mitchell's wedding, we're a team still. I love you, and I'm so excited to have you by my side for the rest of my life. Oh my gosh, the whole day was great. Cody and I were great.
I don't think you were.
I never thought that I'd be leaving. He's officially part of the family.
I know, congratulations.
Thank you. It's just so painful to think of where we were at back then, at least where I thought we were at. I don't know. I don't even know anymore what's real anymore.
Aspen got married a month and a half, 6 weeks before we moved to Flagstaff. And that was really our last hurrah. If I really am honest about how everything was at Aspen's wedding, it was wonderful. Even for Christine and I.
I don't think so. I don't think they were in a good space. Were they?
Maybe for a time being, but I think it's probably because like Kody likes to be father of the bride, and how is he going to get that attention? By hanging around Christine.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like he wants to be that like, oh, I'm father of the bride. I'm part of everything. And really it's like,
I think Christine was miserable through most of Vegas. So he's mistaken.
Yeah. 4:38.
We're not the same family that went to Aspen and Mitch's wedding, or McKelty's wedding, or Maddie's wedding. We're not the same. This is a very different family. Sadly enough, McKelty and Tony and Avalon can't come. The doctor put her on extreme bed rest because she's pregnant with twins and she's due in a couple of weeks. So the doctor's like,
the whole family is like, yes. Oh, McKelty and that means Tony can't come. What if Tony just showed up? I'm coming though.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the
McKel-
food?
McKelty told me to come. Just the sheer volume of food you're going to have here. I'll just take some home. Tony McKelty would totally be those people that'd be like, well, she's not coming, but we're just going to come and like get some food and bring it
And
home.
then leave. Yeah.
Yes.
I was never here. One of those.
Yep. Absolutely. They're those people. Ugh.
No, you're not going.
5:13.
Which is crazy because she's like such a good mediator. We're all adults and we got this.
We're all adults.
I think we'll be okay.
Las Vegas Day of the Wedding.
Oh, so it is timed up. Good. Okay. Because I fucked something up earlier. Okay. Good. We got this.
I am nervous about the initial interaction, and then after that, I don't care.
Janelle is my favorite thing about this first half of this
between me and
episode.
Christine, it's just hostile.
So you hear the hubbub.
Josie, don't do that.
I don't know why I'm nervous. I have butterflies.
Love that Janelle says hubbub.
Yeah, I mean, they're like,
Also, right there, she's talking this close to the phone. She's got this bright lipstick on. And then right after this, she's going to be like, well, we're back from the wedding. And the lipstick is just gone.
Yeah, it was like starting to like bleed, you know? Yeah. And then she gets back and it's just like a kid who just drank Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
upset with their dad.
6
They're not
minutes.
going to make a scene or do something stupid. This is just going to be ignore each other and pretend like you don't exist, basically, I think.
The kids don't need to be involved in the issues with their parents.
Well, you're the one that fucking pulled all your kids aside last year and was like, nobody wants you at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. No one invited you on the kids group text. Another example of you inserting yourself into the situation.
That group text thing. I love how much of a big deal the group text was. I'm re-listening. Oh, I found a new Sister Wives podcast that I really like. It's called From the Friar. I think I texted it to you.
Ooh.
Do you guys listen to that? They're very funny. It's another husband and wife couple. Jody, maybe we should just get married. We'll be like all the other ones. But they're super funny. But they're I was listening to them do last season, and I just listened to them do the episode where the group text was first brought up. And I was like, that really was such a big deal because it's been a story. It travels all the way through last season.
Through seasons. Yep.
Yeah. I think it was mentioned on this season. All right, let's do this.
6:14.
I wish that things weren't like this.
Her lipstick.
Yeah.
Too
The
close.
last time all four of the adults were together, Isabel's graduation party. I mean, that's the last time a lot of us were together, was Isabel's graduation party. That was like over a year and a half ago. This is the deal. We say a lot of things behind each other's backs.
Yeah.
We just do. And it's pretty terrible to hear what everybody says about everybody behind their backs. I can't stand knowing what everybody thinks.
Yeah, that is pretty common for a family. However, adults and parents should not be talking shit about their own kids. That shouldn't be part of it.
Yeah.
Where you're talking trash about your children.
Yeah. No, my mom doesn't do that. But again, like it is gossip in a family is like there's no such thing. It is like you are talking about each other to each other. It doesn't make it like wrong or right, or it just is. So like Christine said, like I can't like say I love it or I hate like it. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, and there was a good point made. I think it was probably from the Friar, but that the kids are Aurora and Brianna are painting their childhood like, oh, they were never nice to us and that it was bullying. But then like they brought up, and I don't have brothers or sisters, so like this is never in the forefront of my mind, but like, no, that is just how it is, that you weren't being bullied. You were being seen like you were being treated like a sibling, which they bully each other. Like you were part of it. Like, what do you want? Do you want us to coddle you or do you not want us to coddle you?
Yeah. I mean, and that's like, yeah, I would say it'd just be like if they went to a new school, like the things that you would experience are levels of discomfort. But again, not that we've seen all of their life because we're just seeing hours selected over the course of years. But you and I doing that rewatch, there's never been any circumstance that was even close to bullying, even the one where they supposedly bullied Dayton or whatever it was, or
where the camera catches Meri like I don't know, about to
Yeah,
slap
or like
someone, basically.
Gabe said, he shouldn't be babied, or Hunter about Saul, whatever it was. Like that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry that this group that has like Madison, Aspen, Leon, McKelty, who are all like 14, 15 years old. Sorry that like it's not a thrilling idea to be like, yeah, come on in. And they
Yeah.
kind of were. They were babysitting while Kody and Robyn were out getting hot chocolate.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm one of 4, and those instances when your sister or brother, when you're fighting or you're slapping each other around, again, that doesn't make it right, but or like your parent takes their side and they're legitimately like lying or wrong. Those are the things that help you as a person
Yes.
to grow up
Develop
and learn how to
social
deal with
skills.
people. Yes.
Be around the real world. Like these kids, I said it last time. It is it's funny to make fun of, but like it's abusive. Like, how is Solomon gonna ever like, and then just the fact that Robyn was honing in so much on Dayton's autism, which she has said she self-diagnosed. I do not believe that was diagnosed by a doctor. And even if he is, like, he's functional and she's not Rain Man walking around. She was really like just finding every excuse to just make sure that her kids aren't allowed to interact with regular people.
Yeah, no, she did not want them to interact. And again, we've seen it over and over the last 12 seasons that we've watched. Robyn constantly excluding her kids from things
because they're too fragile.
Or putting them front and center so that they could get like the best treatment, And
like, is this a success story? I mean, yes, it is to Kody and Robyn, but it is a success story. This Jenga scene we're going to get into where all 3 of your adult children live at home. That's a success story to them. The kids live with us in their mid-20s.
Well, at least Dayton isn't.
He lives in an RV on their driveway.
Do you think
he lives with them?
Game night? Oh God. Okay.
He wasn't at family game night though. I'm starting to think that Dayton's like, fuck this.
Okay, I hope so. Because
Dayton hung out with the boys. I think the boys did toughen him up, and then Robyn didn't like that because he wasn't her sweet little like baby anymore. So then she like pulled them. But I think that Dayton was on the road to being a socially acceptable person. All right.
I hope that we can all behave.
Sorry, I pressed play again.
Nope, you're fine. 6:45.
Yes. Cameras were not permitted at the event. That's what just happened on my screen.
So I'm home from the event, and it was a little bit bittersweet because we didn't really talk to each other. Kody, Robyn, I nodded at Meri. Christine and I sat
Janelle
together
looks so
with
good.
the kids.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Kody and Robyn sat elsewhere.
I mean, thank God.
I Meri, we talked to Meri. Didn't really talk, but I saw her. It's just so weird.
I love that. Just like, I saw Meri. I talked to Meri. Well, no, I didn't talk to her. I saw her. I did see her. That was a true statement. Yeah. But that's all you need. That's all
I could just see Janelle
just like an eyebrow raise.
Hey. Now here, Meri. She's gonna yell.
Yeah, she was
7:28.
Some people in the family that don't really want to interact with me. I'm kind of in the middle of this breakup. It's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, there's definitely people who are okay with me being in their presence, and those are the people that I hang out with,
See, now, as emotionally stunted as Meri is, that was a pretty mature way to say, like, why can't Kody and Robyn just do that? Be like, there are some people that do not want to interact with us, and I guess I'll just interact with people that want to interact with me.
Yeah. The other thing is, though, like Meri, it's different when there's like 16 kids that don't want to interact with you.
But there are 16 kids that don't want to interact with Meri, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point are you, I don't know, maybe make a change?
Oh,
like
there's definitely
family,
no accountability.
16 of your family members.
Yes. Yeah, but at least she's like not being like, she's not victiming her. I mean, she could have taken accountability. I mean, like, there's people that I didn't treat right and that I need to still make amends for.
And for most people, I'd be like, yeah, but for Meri, I'm like, no, I want you to hurt a little bit.
I think she does.
You're awful. You think she does?
Yeah, I think she knows. I think she knows that she was awful. I mean, that's a lot to kind of accept
I
about
think
yourself.
Meri has a crazy way of
Justifying.
of always making herself the victim,
Sure.
no matter what.
I think everyone does that in a certain degree, though. But I mean,
Yeah,
this is very different.
again, like
Very
16 of your own children,
And
like,
you're grown
your
adults.
horrible
I'm thinking
person.
of like insane ways that I acted in like my early 20s, not as a
Sure.
50-year-old
Yeah.
mother of several kids. Okay. Anyway, she's still more mature than Kody and Robyn, is what I'm saying.
Correct.
Here we
All right, 8 minutes.
Kody did kind of at least say hi to me a couple times in passing. And it's just so weird. I'm not quite sure. Look, I'm happy. It's obviously over. But just so weird after 30 years or whatever. And we both have said mean things about each other, but or whatever, trying to justify our case, but justify the case for why we feel the way we do.
I'm gonna stop it there right before Kody starts talking here. I feel like Janelle's energy in that video was that of that sentence was over, press record, like end recording. She doesn't take the rest of her makeup, it just falls in the bed and falls asleep.
Yeah,
she was almost in REM cycle at the end of that. She's like, it's just weird. It's like 30 years and it's all done.
She's like, I was told I have to make this video. It's all I got for you.
Yeah, she just lay down in the bed like this.
Good night.
And just like woke up 12 hours later. Like, all right, let's go.
She's gonna read like maybe a page or two of her romance novel of her Danielle Steele, and then she is out for the night.
I can totally see Janelle liking some like.
I think she likes some smutty stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
there's this girl that was
enjoy
on
a little romance.
There's this girl that was on Doughboys who has her own podcast about like romance novels, and a really big trend in romance novels right now is like orcs, like people, like women, like it's like a storyline where like there's these like half man, half like bulls, like the beast kind of, and like their jizz is like valuable to humans, so like that's like the storyline. Like they go to work, and like the woman's job is to like get it from them, so then the love story is like between them, but it's like gorgeous. Anyway, that's just what I feel like Janelle would read.
Yeah,
like can you see that?
Yeah,
like industrial orc.
I was gonna say some German industrial what's the steampunk theme?
I think she'd like this kind of porn because it's like everyone's working, everyone's doing their everyone's working,
everyone's very industrious. Yes,
fair. Yes. All right. Let's see what Kody's about to start.
Robyn and I were put over kind of in a corner, probably for our safety.
Victim.
It was just in the back. And Robyn said,
he did not like that.
This is just not right. This family isn't together.
I can just picture Robyn there.
It's just not right.
Right.
They put us in the corner. No one likes us.
See that, Kody?
It's just not right. It's just not right.
Didn't they show up late? I feel like they did.
Of course.
She was late.
Did.
Late for Logan's graduation, late for Logan's wedding. God, remember how pissed Janelle was at that graduation?
She deserved it. That was bad.
That was
no one knew where the stadium was, Kody.
And then Robyn was pissed off. Robyn then continued to sulk through the rest of the graduation. Psychopath. All right, here we go.
One family. Some of the family came up and gave me a hug, and I just embraced them back. And I got an "I love you" from Gabe, and I told him I loved him back.
I saw Janelle, and I didn't want to talk to her. It was hard. It was hard. I was.
He's such a baby.
Right or wrong, it just still felt
You're wrong.
Deep, deep wounds of betrayal for me. There were so many family members that it was just like, "Hi, I love you, and let's get away from each other."
Yeah, welcome to like the real world. That's most
weddings
families.
Are. Yes. God.
It's most things.
At least they said, "Hi, I love you." Gosh.
Yeah, exactly. They're being cordial. Like I would say they're being the bigger person.
Yes.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you. But we don't need to be like spending time with each other.
Kody's about to say one of the most narcissistic things I've ever heard.
myself as best as I could into the fun. It was awkward enough.
It's just weird. It was so weird to be at this event and to act like we didn't even know each other or were acquaintances.
I saw Christine there as well, but I didn't talk to her. I did feel like some people were trying to look like they were having more fun than me. I mean, this is how childish this whole divorce has been.
That is a crazy thing to say, Jody.
I mean, classic textbook. I'm sure we have like therapists and everyone listening and watching right now. This is called projection. He just sold his ass. Told his ass exactly what he was doing. Like, they must be looking like they're having a lot of fun, but they really aren't. I'm having fun.
Even go there? Would you mind even go? Unless they were like looking at him.
The entire family's playing it up to just give it to Kody. No, that doesn't actually happen in real life.
There's probably a little part of that. I think everyone was very spidey sense aware of where they were in the room. But like, it's Logan's wedding.
Yeah, they're actually having fun and dancing.
As long as you stay the fuck away, like,
Kody can't believe this is that narcissistic part. Like, he can't believe that they're actually having fun without him out there on the dance floor
dancing. That's the thing he's most upset about, because I think he says it.
He's not part of the club anymore.
However I could. The club.
Not part of the club.
It is your actual
My
family. All right, here we go.
Such a teenage drama.
9:57.
I don't like you any more than you like me. You know, it's civil war. Total civil war.
God, do you know what a civil war is?
Yeah.
I felt like there could have been more positive.
Whoops, shit, I tried to wipe something off my screen.
Interactions there that weren't there. It's over. It's
Janelle, her eyes are just closed now.
Over.
But I wouldn't change the trajectory of where I'm going, I guess. It's going to take me a couple of days, I think, to process it, and I'm glad that
you need to go to sleep, sweetheart.
All the time.
Yeah.
Just go to sleep.
Overall, the whole wedding was just sad for me. We used to go places.
Not happy that his oldest male child, who raised his family for him. No, this was a sad event for Kody.
Sad. It was sad
for Kody.
Because it's because Kody didn't get like a special thing to do at this wedding. He didn't get to be the officiant. He didn't get to give anyone away. Yeah. So it was sad. He wasn't part of it. And everyone was just pretending to have a good time. I'm sure Logan and Michelle are glad to hear the truth from Kody that no one was actually having a good time at their wedding.
Glad we spent 20 grand on this.
For Kody.
Yeah, that's the only reason. We could have just done this in our backyard. It would have been the same amount of fun because they just were having fun.
Yeah. They must have been really bummed out when they were watching this. They're like, wait, people were just pretending to have a good time.
From
Weird.
start to finish.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
10:48.
And now it's like those who were my partners are now almost like enemies. It's awkward.
I don't know what the solution is. Separations are harder than I thought. Divorces are harder than I thought.
Okay.
When Christine moved my stuff out of the house and she said, I don't want you to stay here anymore, it felt like a betrayal, but I wasn't sure that she was being serious. And I'm looking back now and feeling how stupid that was of me.
Yeah.
For Christine and I think that if we would have just broken up as friends, it would have been better for the whole.
That's what she wanted to do.
Which is what she proposed, which is probably what most women propose because you're going to be stuck with the kids and the emotions. Like
because when women decide to leave, it's because they're fucking done. So yes, it's just go away. Yes, fine, we'll be friends. That is clearly what Christine wanted to do. Kody's whole theory this whole time was, well, I'll just wait until the wives are on their absolute last straw, and then I'll be nice to them a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly what Christine proposed. Idiot. Sorry.
All right, we should be at.
We're at 11:30.
11:30. Yes. Okay, I'm doing the math in my head.
Another time, instead of polarizing everybody,
I'm just going to play through this so I don't touch
I'm
anything.
dealing with some of my own just situational depression.
I got so excited when I saw the coming up. I'm like,
And I miss
oh my God, we're
family
inside the
members.
house and we're playing a
Mhm.
Jenga.
Mhm. It's gonna be lit. We're at 11:47.
Thank you. Kody on his bike. It's a laugh out loud moment, honestly.
I mean, with the sun visor too.
And he is not, he's kind of, he looks like he's on the verge of losing control at all times. The bike is just, the handlebars are fighting him.
He's very
God.
angry. Very angry.
He wants everyone
I'm
to know that
riding
he
my
works out.
bike.
Like,
I
do
am
that.
riding a bike.
This Jenga family scene was always, this is like an example of like, before I quit drinking, I would imagine like, well, what kind of activities are there for like people that don't drink? Like, it's got to be so boring. And then I
There's
think of this type
Jenga.
of thing. Jenga with your family, sitting on the floor, no
Now,
pillow.
listen, we have family game night here, but we do fun games like
That you played
Cards
before ever
Against
in your life?
Humanity.
Yeah, or like Game of Life. There are fun games.
Yep, we have life.
Jenga.
Yeah. Do like a Trivial Pursuit of some variety.
Remember on Seeking Sister Wives where the three wives all went out and they did that life-size Jenga game and it was shot from a sideways angle and they kept having to sit and stand to
It
do
was
it?
no good.
Evil.
It was no
Evil
good.
production team on that.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, here we
Check out
go.
this Jenga scene. God, it's really rough to watch, you guys.
Meri and I
The
have officially
acting in
broken
this
up,
scene,
I
the
think.
acting.
12:05.
Oh, Meri, size up, girl.
If
Yes.
I were single and Meri was single, would I date her? No, I wouldn't.
Oh, you have.
She's
he's
upset
just
that I dragged this out so
sniping
long.
her.
I don't blame her. I'm looking in this triple breakup, like Christine's, then Janelle, and now Meri. I don't want Meri to be in this place where she's
Triple
taking this
breakup.
toll, this direction that both Christine and Janelle have taken. Oh yeah, I need one more enemy right now. So I'm trying to be in this place with Meri where it's like, hey, can we just be friends and move on?
See, it's moments like that where I do have to hand it to Kody for his blatant honesty. Like I don't want Meri to join them, so I'm being nice to her just so that I don't have another enemy. He just said those words.
Yeah, but like if you don't want another enemy, then don't treat people like shit.
Yeah, but
Like,
I mean,
he's saying, well, I just want to be friends and whatever. But meanwhile, he's like not handing over the land that they're owed. He's not. So it's like you want to be friends on your terms. You still want them to act like your subservient
Yeah.
wife.
but he doesn't even want to be friends with Meri. I think is more what he's saying is like, if I had my choice, I would just never speak to Meri again. But in the interest of not having a third person to team up with Janelle and Christine, are you frozen?
I think I am. So I'll be right there.
All right, leave and I'll come back. Or you come back and then I'll should I just keep going? I'll just keep going. All right, guys, it's just us now. Oh God, I hate when I'm big like this. All right. I don't know what the timestamp is, but it should be around 13-ish minutes, but a little earlier. It says Flagstaff, Arizona on the screen. Janelle and Savannah are driving together.
Janelle and I don't really communicate very much. To be really honest with you, I don't understand why we can't reconcile.
When we moved to Flagstaff, Kody found it a lot easier to be away. A couple times I had to remind him that he needed to come to my house. Like in the very beginning, he's like, well, I'm really tired. I'm like, well, you can rest at my house just as much as you can rest at Robyn's house. It just started to become more separate and more reasons to just be separate.
I should be at 13 something, 25 maybe,
You got it. All right.
35. Janelle was just walking her dogs and now we're on Coyote Pass. All right. Robyn's house, it just said.
They never do?
No, this
Well,
is
they got,
funny.
Okay, here we go, Jenga. We just immediately we get a crotch shot of Areola, so that's great. Immediate. And I'm only watching the lower half of the screen, so immediately it's just like crotch shot, areola. Can't
Okay.
cut that out. Or
Now,
look, we're
yeah.
sitting on huge house, tables akimbo. Why the fuck are we in this room sitting on the floor, no pillows, Jenga? Why?
Because the rest of the house is probably a disaster, so they have to use like the study. So they're all on this carpet that's probably just so gross. Like I'm imagining Areola's boogers, just so many
This is the
parts
booger
drilled
room.
in there.
This is the designated
for
boogie
sure.
room.
The Browns boogie room. So what I encourage you to watch here is when Robyn comes in
She's
with
just
the
coming in right
probably $9 a piece caramel apples. I love a caramel apple. Like if it has like pecans and nuts and then like a
Oh.
drizzle of chocolate. Just
I've
like
never been
caramel.
allowed to eat a caramel or candy apple in my life, so I just never have.
What?
Because I'll break my teeth, Amanda.
Well, yeah, you got to slice them off. Oh my God, so delicious. I'm craving one. I haven't had one this season. But anyway, so just like the 3 or 4 on the tray, which I'm just going to throw this up right now. You're going to keep your eyes peeled for it. But let me see. I have quite a few screenshots for this game night. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm clocking those at least 6. I'll be generous here, $6 a piece, but they're definitely more. That is a Granny Smith, and that's a big one. So that right there, let's just say with tax, $30 little treat for the family.
Where are you getting that from?
My caramel apple knowledge.
You think that
Yeah,
those 6
I think
apples
you
are $30 worth? What's so expensive
Yes.
though?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. I don't think I'm like over. Look at $9. We're hearing $9 a piece. Yep.
A piece.
Yes, absolutely.
What's an apple? Like
Look-
$2? A buck? 30?
Yeah, but you get the caramel, and then you either have like pecans, peanuts, different kinds of nuts, and then with that drizzle, like that is. This isn't just like
nuts are
a
expensive.
pack of 3 taffy, or what do they call it? Affy Tapple pack of 3. This is legit. Okay, so glad everyone else is agreeing that these are like crazy.
Oh yeah,
expensive.
people. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys.
And it may be a Mrs. Printables from QVC. I'm just saying you wouldn't see Janelle or Christine throwing down these pricey caramel apples if they were going to be having a hefty child support check that they were having to send out $10 a piece. I mean, look at it. Look, the comments are on fire.
Yeah, my God, I didn't realize that would be such a polarizing thing. Now, what was I going to say?
Oh my God, you guys are cracking me up.
Doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Okay, so here we go. This whole scene is really rough. Oh, also, imagine being not Areola, Aurora and Brianna, and
Okay.
like, we have to sit down now again on the floor, no pillow in front of us. And we have to now act. And like, I feel like this scene, how long do you think they filmed this for? Like half an hour at least?
Oh,
Like,
I bet you an hour.
Aurora's really into it. Brianna seems over it, which like I gotta hand it to her for that at least. But Aurora is fully participating in this, and it is really rough. It is really rough. Solomon doesn't seem that into it.
Cool.
And Areola just does not come off great. And then Kody tells 2 back-to-back stories about what a little bitch that little chick is. All right.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Oh, I know. This is great. Okay.
Back to back.
13:35.
And throwing her right under the bus.
That's not. Oh, whoa.
Uh-oh. There's some apples.
What's so exciting?
Here's your apples.
Hey,
No.
remember
We
that
do
we're
it upside down the other way, don't we?
there are more relationships that are struggling now. I've tried several times to reach out to family members to want to talk and to the kids and stuff like that. And they're just not ready, I guess, because I just don't hear back.
If I can I go from the middle, or can I use?
You can go from the middle and the sides, but not from the top.
All right, so you go first because you're the youngest.
So we're stacking over.
When I talked to Janelle about our
I hate that
relationship,
rule.
What? That you start first because you're the youngest? No, you go last
Yeah,
because you're
like-
the youngest. You haven't earned
exactly.
anything.
Mix it up a little bit. Like why? Like this is why she comes across like a total brat, and it's not going to get better.
Yeah. And then also just Kody, like I know that you're acting here, but like, so how do I play this? It's Jenga.
Well, they've never
It's
actually
Jenga.
done this stupid game.
I've
right?
never
Let's be
played
real.
Jenga, but like, I'm not like, how do I do this? Also, the way he was putting it together was strange.
Oh, like
He was
stacking it up?
He put it together sideways and then like put his hands together and like moved it all up together. It
Well,
seems
yeah,
like,
so
why
that,
wouldn't you
like,
just
so that
build it
you're
from
not
the bottom?
Because it just like builds quicker in the sleeve because you don't have to like line it up and balance it. And then you
Oh,
just stand it
well,
up. I don't
sorry,
own Jenga, but
you're gonna
I'm
get the
just-
comments coming after me again now. Yeah, Amanda, that is how Jenga's set up, you dumb bitch. Okay,
Okay, here we go.
at,
Here we go. 14.11.
Candace just said $48.99 4-pack on Amazon for caramel apples.
Whoa.
My God.
Well,
Huh.
yeah,
They
this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. When Christine gets her eyes on those caramel apples and she's like, "What? I don't know anyone who buys 4 caramel apples all at once."
The trajectory of caramels that runs through this family is deep. The it's not, no one's laughing in this house, though, I'll tell you that much. This is the most serious game of Jenga I've ever seen. Thank you.
Okay, here we go. Watch Robyn's hands.
Away from you. Oh, Mom, I didn't even leave you a chance, did I?
I'm so mad at us for doing what we did to our family, and that we collectively messed with something that was
Oh, shoot, I missed it. Let's go.
You guys have no
We didn't even get anywhere with that. That game's lame.
We.
All right.
I mean, we.
Well,
Yeah,
we as a family, as a group,
This is so awful.
the rest, all of you got to pick one, and
Ariel,
that
close your
was
mouth
it.
when you're talking.
And
My
your
day-to-day is
legs,
I've got
please.
this family in my house with my wife, Robyn, and we have a day-to-day. We have an experience every summer. We're the girls are doing music all summer long. We do stuff like this game right here. Only it's usually with guitars and music. Yeah.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things Kody's ever said. The addition of this game right here. Jenga.
It's with guitars and music.
God,
that looks like fun.
You guys are lame as fuck.
Okay, so we kind of missed it. So because it is very quick. So if you go and look, okay, so Robyn tells Saul, she taps him and pulls him back, like move back. So because he was blocking Kody. So she tells
Cody's
him to
bod
move back. Yeah.
Look how much Kody is posing here, by the way. He's flexing.
Yeah. So Robyn taps Solomon to move back, like closer to her, next to her, so that the camera can get Kody. And then she looks right at the camera. Here she is pulling him. She's touching him again. Come on, come on.
Oh my
and then,
gosh.
Yeah. And then she's touching him again there, pulling him over. And then you're going to see where Aurora starts pulling down and moving around Ariola's skirt.
Okay, well, thank God for that.
Okay, but like at what age? They're like, what, 10 and 12 there? Like, I wouldn't be touching a 10 or 12-year-old in that way. Like, even like my own kids, I'd be like, hey, scoot over. It just like the touching and the primping and the
I know.
whatever
I
was
think
very
that they're
disturbing to me. I didn't like
well, but like when Aurora was like 12, 13, she's laying all over Kody's lap.
Yeah.
8 months in. So like it's a touchy family, but like it doesn't seem affectionate. It just seems more like mine.
Yep.
Control. Yep. It's more control than affection. All right, ready? I don't know what the timestamp is. It's probably right at 15:03. Yes. Oh my God, we're perfectly lined up. Right, here we go.
That was one and done. That's how that went.
Fun. Glad we spent $60 on that Jenga game.
Nice family experience, almost perpetually. And if you get through this one, I won't have any more carameled apples.
Okay, this is weird. Ariel right here.
I don't think she can
unlikable is the only word I can use to describe her.
Oh, smug.
A smug little bitch. And she's chomping on gum.
Oh, Aurora just did the smooth.
No, it really, Jody, it really makes me uncomfortable to just imagine being in that situation.
And
feeling the energy.
Just being like, this one.
As she's chomping.
Yeah, just the... I would want to smack that little Jenga right out of her hand.
Now, to stand up for her, I guess a bit is that like that's pretty much something that a lot of little kids would do, but it's this in the context of everything is just not great.
She looks exactly like Kody there. That smug little look on her face. Look at
God,
this one.
she really looks like both of them so much.
Oh, I think she looks just like Kody, and it just
But the
drives me nuts.
jaw.
You mean
Strong
smooth? Oh God, that really is like the most
really
cringe thing.
Oh God.
I'm
Do you
gonna
think
say that was
do you think
more
her
cringy.
boyfriend watched that this week and was like, oh, I'm on my
No,
period?
she probably thinks it's cool too. But I think that was more cringy than her picking her nose and eating it.
It was pretty bad. Brianna at least looks like she like would rather be anywhere else in the world.
I know what she'd rather be doing.
Oh my God. How do you
What?
get away with that constant
What?
joke?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Check out our Patreon.
I don't know what you're
So,
talking about.
guys, it's time really quickly to smash that like and subscribe.
That's
I
right.
can't hit the brand because now my mouse is dead. So
I'll get it. 11. I'm sorry,
Thanks.
1527. Let's do this.
And Areola is holding up her Jenga thing smugly while chomping on her caramel apple.
Stuff.
Well,
Be careful. Why'd you bet that?
because I didn't think she was going to last.
Solomon and Ariella they're not really tracking
Okay.
what's happening in the family.
Sorry, I had to pause. I'm at 7:15, so whatever. Now I'm minute 30. Kody is so shitty to play a game with because he is such a because he did this a couple weeks ago at the gambling night thing, the party. When he's like when they're playing, what are they playing? The cards.
Uno?
5 card stuff. No, when they're at like Tony and McKelty's gambling, they have the gambling tables set up, and Cody's like making small talk. Blackjack.
Blackjack, yes.
And he says at the table, he goes, "Oh, you don't even have a chance now." And he just said that here too. I think that's how Kody plays games. He's like, "Oh, you don't have a fucking chance. I win. I'm gonna win. Screwed you over. Sorry." Like, you know that he's just that dick, and if he doesn't win, he's like, "That game sucked."
Yep. Yeah. No, he's not going to go down. He needs to be a man, the father. Especially, I mean, but they're afraid of Ariella, as we're going to see here.
Oh, I'm afraid of Ariella.
They are terrified of her.
Right.
She's just a mini
They had to
Kody.
go through COVID, and it sort of prepped them for this separation that's happening.
Yeah, it worked out well for you.
I'm really struggling with the idea of whether or not I remind them about their siblings and talk about them and show them the pictures and stuff like that, because that's going to create the question of, where are my siblings? Why aren't they seeing me?
McKelty in the top hat.
They send me a birthday card or something like that. Why aren't they here for my party? Where are they? And why aren't they here? Every once in a while they ask, is our whole family coming? And I'm just like, no, not this time. With Robyn, there was always a very separateness. My children were scolded if they would open up Robyn's fridge.
Yeah, we remember.
When Robyn came in the family, there was a lot of tension and conflict, just because whenever somebody new comes in the family, it just is. It's what happens. Meri across the board was very accepting of my kids and I. But the rest of the family really struggled to accept my kids and I. All we wanted to do was be a part of this family. My kids didn't like going over there because they saw that Robyn and their dad were a couple, and he wasn't in our home. So they were frustrated at different things.
Yes, thank you.
Christine and I were always romantic at her house.
I remember the one time ever seeing affection between Kody and Christine, other than when he's trying to butter her up at Coyote Pass about moving to Flagstaff, was one single time he walked into her bedroom and he smacked her in the ass. And that was the only, it's imprinted on my memory, because I remember being like, oh.
Yeah. That was odd.
And it just seemed almost real. It almost seemed like maybe it was that kind of fun sexual energy. But it stands out in my head because you never see that. He clearly fucking despised Christine from the get-go.
Right. Okay, so this whole thing with Robyn and the younger kids, and I'm reading all these comments, and everyone is, noticing the difference, that it's she's going to be talking about how the older kids needed boundaries, right? With the Browns, because they were hearing that they were being bullied or whatever. They weren't being treated well. So they were putting up boundaries. But then Robyn is upset that those same bullies are not coming around for her younger
Yeah.
ones. So which way do you want it? Do you want them to come around or not?
Gwen said on her Patreon when she first started her Patreon, before she realized how much that was going to blow up. Gwen is very much the Chapel Roan of Patreon, because she got way too famous too quickly, and then was like, "Honey, you can't do this anymore." Multi and Tony's like, "We got it from here. We'll go live every fucking week." But Gwen said, somebody was doing a list of quick questions, and one was like, "Who is your favorite sibling?" And she said Aurora. Well, it used to be Aurora. That was her first list. She's like, "I always wanted to be around Aurora." Isabel loved Isabel and Brianna moved into Meri's for that 2 days or whatever. And Peyton was always coming and walking with Dayton to school. And remember, Robyn made Peyton eat his popsicle over a bowl in her house
or something. Yes.
Yep.
It just I mean, we all know that Robyn's a liar, but just that night and day, in the same conversation, her older kids need to protect themselves, but now she's mad that the bullies aren't coming for the little ones.
It's just what do you want? It's just
and
tell
also,
us what to do.
Maybe you explain what divorce means. They're divorced, so yeah, they're still your siblings, but it just means your dad isn't married to their mom anymore. And if they don't know who they are, that is your fault.
100% their fault. And which is the funniest part of that text exchange thing, because that's really what did it all, is when she said, "My kids are forgetting what their brothers and sisters look like." And Hunter said, "One Zoom call is not going to change that."
Yep.
Boom. I mean, it's good. That's one of the funniest things anyone said to Robyn or about Robyn, until Janelle says that perfect thing in this episode. Do you know what I'm talking about? When she's commenting on how they handle the kids. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
do it.
1721.
Yep.
I think we've forgotten that. My memory about Robyn coming to the family doesn't come with nearly as much angst and frustration and struggles that we had 30 years ago.
That's because you were getting laid every 2 hours.
Janelle coming to the family, Christine coming to the family. The experience of that coming together for years was just difficult.
God, Ariel's annoying.
Yeah, all of this.
I remember Ari just making a little statement one
Here
time.
it
I
is.
don't like Christine. And I kind of correct her or say, "You don't know her at this point well enough to like her or not." "Well, she left Dad and I don't like her." Well, that showed some loyalty. And here's the dumb thing.
That's insane.
That showed some loyalty, and also the correction there shouldn't have been, "Oh, you don't know her well enough, Dave." It should be, "You don't talk about adults like that."
Right.
She helped raise
that's
you.
Between me and her.
Yes. Not,
you don't
well,
stay
on
out
one
of
hand,
that.
it was loyalty. Another crazy thing to say.
That really is crazy. It shows loyalty. No, it shows that you are highly influential on younger kids, which is why you only love your younger kids. That is so messed up. Immediately you correct that shit.
Yeah, no, you don't talk about, no, that's your adult. That's an adult. That is your superior. Also, it also shows that Kody and Robyn clearly don't keep their business to themselves, and they're constantly talking about how much they hate Christine. I hate Christine because she left me. God, he's so bothered by it.
And I thought she didn't know Christine. You know what I mean?
Other than that she's so red.
That well. But yeah, no matter what, it's you don't talk about other adults like that. And the fact that he's thinking it's okay to bring this up. In fact, it's a flex for him. He's like, even Areola said.
Oh, he's into it. I'm just going to blow my nose really quick.
This is absolutely insane. And also Kody is his human growth hormone use, or his testosterone use. He's really kicked it into high gear here for this season, so that he looks good in his purple shirt.
I mean, he does look more ripped, I guess, as he's leaning, but it doesn't look like he naturally got it. It looks like he's taking something.
Yeah. for his
testosterone, roids.
trapezius and his
It's not
deltoids.
natural. Like,
No.
it's not natural that all of a sudden at age 55, you're like ripped. You're more ripped than you were in your 40s. Like, sorry.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay.
Okay, 1810.
I understand it. I tried to correct it. But that same kind of loyalty is happening amongst others in the family. Ari's the youngest. Of course, she should act like a child.
When I say go, I'm gonna use.
One experience
Not
I
for
had was I
long.
was trying to leave the
Yeah, I
house.
don't
I
like
was headed
that.
to Janelle's.
This example too.
It's getting interesting.
Ella was melting down. She grabs
Shocking.
my leg and won't let me leave. And I'm like, Robyn, I need you to drag her off of me. And she says, she's expressing herself. You're going to have to take 5 minutes and let her do it.
She's expressing herself.
Stop. No.
I just didn't even know that was a type of parenting that people did. Oh, no. I'm like being dragged.
It is Robyn's job to pull her off of him. He needs to go. And then Robyn, you do some parenting in that moment.
Or let her cry herself to sleep once in her
Truly
life.
is crying like this because she hasn't seen her dad in a week.
And she's got like one working kidney, if that. So she's got something
learn
to
how
cry
to
about.
self-soothe, go in your room and calm down. There's more people in this world than just you, Saul, Dana, Brianna, your father, and I.
Can you imagine like dating Areola when she's older? Like just what kind of a girlfriend she's going to be? It's going to be really rough. She's going to end up dating somebody like a sweet boy, like Googie. And just like,
I think
she's going to her bad boy, like her dad.
God, I don't know. I think I don't think she's going to have a lot of friends. That's a very tough personality. Like I'm thinking of like when I was teaching. That's a rough
personality
age and a rough personality. Yeah, like all around for adults and other kids. And someone else said it that Areola is pretty much just like a mini Kody. The little mini
she's a
narcissist
bully
in training.
She's a little bully. And I think all the other, she probably won't be very bullied because she's kind of scary. And it seems like she will like knock you out.
Yeah, because she doesn't care because she only thinks about herself.
Yeah. And also if I punch this little girl in the face because I don't like how she looks, I go home, daddy and mommy are going to tell me
myself.
Yeah. And then you did everything right. That's their fault. Yeah. You stand up for yourself.
And the other thing is that like, that is Robyn teaching her kids, you get your way, you get attention when you have a tantrum, when you have a panic attack, everyone stops everything and you become number one. When what you want to teach them is the exact opposite. You are not going to get my attention with you doing that.
You're like a suck it up method, I might call it.
Yeah. I mean, it's disgusting. It's spoiling her. It's ruining her. It's ruining.
I know.
And souring
Again,
her
it's
personality.
not her fault. This was we watched this happen from when Saul and Ari were babies. Solomon's feet has still not touched the ground in our rewatch.
Yep. Okay. 1846.
I had to explain to her there's another wife that needs me.
I'm sure that's how this conversation went, by the way.
Need to see me. She's just dragging along on my legs, screaming, "Don't leave me, Daddy! Don't leave me!"
I feel like this happened like last week, like with Ari at this age.
Here we go.
They knew that their dad was not going to always be there. I always felt like that Kody and Robyn mismanaged the situation with her children. He couldn't be away for more than 3 or 4 days because Ari just gets so sad or whatever. I feel like that was poor parenting through all.
The way I went, whoa! It seemed like she wanted to say it, and then she kept kind of almost saying it, not saying it, and then she's like, no, roll that camera again. Bad parents.
Yep. And I love that she actually said Areola's name too.
Yep. Yeah.
Because that was off limits for years. Do not talk about Robyn's children. Do not name any names.
No name.
And to this point, mismanages Janelle being polite. Absolutely. What Janelle wanted to say was like, she spoiled those kids literally rotten.
Yeah, they're bad kids.
Yeah, they're bad kids. they are actually mean to our kids. They have preferential treatment, and therefore it was hard for our kids to be around them.
Now, you said something early. I don't want to put you on the spot because you don't have to say it, but you had a
No,
take
go
on
for it.
that. Well, I'll let you say it.
Oh, wait.
You had a take on why Janelle said that.
What did I say?
Oh God, I hope it's okay that I say this. You said, I thought I was like, yes, for
Okay.
sure. You said, I think that she was doing that a little bit in honor of Garrison.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're saying because, okay. So I do remember. So I was saying the only other times in Brown family history that they've said anything about Robyn's kids was the one time Meri lost it on the boys in the parking lot because she thought that they were bullying Dayton, right?
Brianna, I think it was because Brianna cried a lot.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
could've been Dayton,
it
though.
was something.
One of
Yeah.
Robyn's kids.
And then the other time was when, was it Garrison? It was either Garrison or Hunter or Gabe said that Solomon like went to hit someone.
That was Garrison. And then Garrison's like, well,
And
when he turns into a little grown-up narcissist, we'll know how to blame.
Was
Was
like,
that
yeah, no,
Garrison? I
that's
think
not
that's
okay
right.
to hit. Like he brought his hand up and Janelle's like, no, we don't say anything about other people's parenting. It's not your place to do it. And now it's like, yeah, maybe he
Yeah,
was.
it was Garrison. Garrison in Alaska. Yeah, no,
Thank you.
I mean, I think I would say that I don't know if Janelle would have actually said those words because those are for the amount of mama bears that I see on TV and on fucking Facebook and TikTok. These mama bear types, if you say something about their parenting, like there is nothing worse you can say. And Robyn 100% thinks that she's a mama bear, even though she's never parented. Actually,
Yeah, she's expressing herself. No, he needs to go. It's time for him to leave. Period.
To be told that your parenting is bad, like that's worse than like poverty. Honestly, I think that is worse. That's the worst thing you can say. And Janelle knew it. She's like, I'm gonna say it.
Yep. And
bad
parenting. Why not? Janelle said some, or Robyn has said some pretty shitty stuff about everyone, their bodies, their children, everything. So go Janelle.
God, and imagine the vibe in the room as Kody and Robyn watched that air this week while in the middle of a lawsuit.
That she said Ariola's name, but it's the facts.
We've all been saying it for years. Check your Instagram comments, Kody and Robyn. All right, I'm at
1923.
You got it.
History of the family. The other kids did it. And they're fine. They're well-adjusted adults. I think they're fine. She loves her dad. She wants to be around her dad. Yes. But did it ever stop Kody from going to another mom's home? No, it didn't. I wouldn't have allowed it.
I don't like her speaking to the audience like that. Like we're idiots.
No. We watched it happen.
Why are you speaking to me like that, Robyn? I'm not dumb.
Yeah, and the only reason we know about Kody staying at your house and Ariola having these temper tantrums for days was because you told us.
Yeah.
You and Kody told us about when Kody had to hurry up and get back after Janelle's mom's funeral.
Died.
You told us. That's your words, you liar.
I think they were saying
liar, Camille.
It would have been from the Friar. That's all I listened to this week. Where Meri's mom died, and they pointed out just how fucked up it was that Meri had to drive by herself while her mom was like dying, that she's alone in that car. That is really pretty unacceptable in my opinion. As awful as she might have been, like no one went with her. You couldn't even send Brianna like you did to throw her a bone that other time.
Oh yeah, because they wouldn't let Saul go.
I'm just not comfortable. He's just not sleeping through the night. He just needs his mommy.
Yeah.
Awful. All right. Let's see what else Robyn. No, that's not what happened. They're still playing Jenga.
1940.
I didn't believe in you. It wasn't you.
Cody's hugging Brianna.
I'm going through a lot of mourning, loss and grieving of the relationships, and dealing with some of my own just situational depression from it.
Oh, poor
It's
Bean.
just so sad. And I miss family members.
what I'm thinking is, with time going on and just a phone call once in a while, that these relationships will come back, and then I'll be like in full fellowship with my children again.
Oh yeah, there Cody's
To see Kody's
Cody's like, well, I just think that I can't believe he would say this. I think that with just a few more phone calls, we'll be able to get back to where we were before. Okay, girl.
They're just so caught up in so many lies and so many years of lying and trying to cover things up. They're so deep. They just need to come clean, but we know they won't. All right, 2022.
of everything that's been going on with the family and stuff. He's really struggling.
Fun game night.
Just completely
now they're playing Uno, Jody.
Devastating. Just
God.
over the top.
You know what some of my favorite TikTok videos is when people show their kids losing at Uno. Or like the parent will be like take 5 and the kid loses their minds, and all the comments they're all like, yeah, this is good. It's good for the kids.
Yeah, they have to learn how to lose.
Yeah.
You have to be mean about it, but they do need to learn loss.
And they need to learn how to throw a fit like that and then be embarrassed about it later.
Yeah,
embarrassment's what gets me
absolutely.
through life.
Come back and apologize.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, now we get on to the abysmal part of the episode, Mykelti's birth.
Oh God! Although we do get to see our Dr. Bean.
We do get
to be able to hold my child first thing right on my chest in my arms is something that I'm just having a hard time.
Oh my God, Mykelti, no one cares.
Oh,
right,
I was gonna say, good thing no one really cares.
Yeah, no one gives a shit, and your kids are too.
All right, we're in Salt Lake City.
You know it, girl.
Ready for this? Yeah, ready. Come in.
Dr. Gregory Bean.
Hilarious.
Dr. Bean was my doctor when I had Truly, and we've been friends ever since. He was the second person I told we were moving to Vegas back when we were moving forever ago. Anyway, I love the guy. I'm also getting excited.
Well,
oh God, let me begin here.
you got the easy part. Where you just get to enjoy the movie.
Yes, so true.
Oh,
Right.
God, that is really horrifying, Jody. I think that it looks so horrible.
Oh,
God. That's really, that looks so painful. Can you just feel all of that? You can feel the hands and shit. You can feel this.
If they bump or kick and stuff, yeah.
So you could take your hand and be like, that's a hand. And you can feel that outline of a hand.
I never necessarily felt a hand, but you could definitely feel where the head is, like a butt. Oh my God. When you get kicked or whatever, you could definitely
Oh my God. Okay. Let's hear more about this. Oh my God.
2150.
Yeah. You can't hide this. You want to know how many? 53. Pretty close. 52.
You're measuring 52 weeks. You're only how many weeks?
37.
52 weeks is just the size of her. What we're really looking for and what the real concern is how big are the babies getting for them to be born naturally, because she wants a natural birth.
All right, we're going to take tell you what, I want to look at the babies first, just to make sure of the position. Yeah, there's the head.
Oh, we can see him. Can we see them? Yeah, that's the cranium.
I feel like all of us are watching through this right now.
Oh my gosh. So they're both feet down, breech.
Yep.
Oh, they're feet down. That's what breech means.
Yes, Christine. Keep up.
Dr. Bean's office has got a fantastic view. Check out those mountains.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the mountains are really pretty.
I was trying to figure out if that was a screen.
No, I think it's just a view out the window.
It's a real view. Okay. Mykelti, I think, is upset here that they're breech. And then the rest of the world went, thank God, because it means that we don't have to watch the labor. Because now it's going to be a C-section.
Yeah,
I was thrilled. Because we already saw this last season and it was awful. It's awful every time. All right, let's do this.
So we just got to see what happens, okay? So next week, you are set up for an induction. I'm going to turn it to a C-section, but
if this baby's head goes down the next 6 days. In the next 6 days. Is there anything that she can do to help the baby's head go down? You know, when you just have singleton, there are some things that can be done, and there's some things we can do. With twins, it's just.
Didn't they have to move one of your babies around, and it was like horrible?
Yeah. So my first surro baby, she was breech, and I was 38 weeks, and I knew it because I could feel her head in my ribs, and then and I did an acupuncture session. I don't know if it did anything, and like I did all the things, like you lay, upside down, all that kind of stuff. But I had to have a version, they call it, where like a doctor and a nurse literally externally push.
How is that?
Oh, it hurts like a bitch. Like you're hooked up because you could go into labor from that. Yeah, I mean, it hurts.
Like
it feels
what
like
kind
they're turning the baby.
What kind of a pain is it? Like pressure on your organs, like pressure mostly, or is it like a sharp pain?
No, a ton of
Like
pressure. It
nerves,
feels like
pressure.
people are standing on you, like just kicking the baby till it
Oh
does a
my God.
180.
That's-
Oh, I mean, like you're like, I mean, I was like nauseous afterwards and was like,
oh God.
Then like a couple hours later, after you're like not so sore and stuff, then to me it was great because I was like, oh, phew,
The pressure is released at least. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have like a butt sitting in the crotch. But anyway,
it's
okay,
23:11 by my
Yep,
calculation.
you got it.
Okay, perfect.
There's not enough room. I know McKelty's trying very hard to have these vaginally, and I'm all for that because I've had a C-section and the recovery is very hard from it. The vaginal birth is better at home or without the painkillers. I know it sounds hard, but the recovery is 10 times easier. And when you have C-section, I mean, they've basically cut open your abdomen. So they've cut all those muscles. So think about anytime you turn in bed or you try to sit up or any.
Roxanne Blue has an interesting point here. Is it just me or does anyone else not care about McKelty's delivery? Girl, none of us care about this. This is like they gave us so much good stuff at the beginning of this episode for that first 20 minutes. And then so we kind of have to now suffer through this.
Yeah.
I think they had this footage and they're like, where do we put this? We need to pair this with at least some good material. So we'll give them a reward at the beginning, but then they have to kind of work through it. And then next week is also more about Kelsey and Tony and the babies. Just so you guys. Great. But it's Thanksgiving next week. Okay. In Browntown.
23:34.
It's really miserable.
So, are you okay with that?
I'll get over it. Better a scar than a scarred kid.
Yeah. That's a good way to phrase it.
Losing the chance to be able to hold my child first thing right on my chest in my arms is something that I'm just having a hard time with. I don't know if it's a cultural thing. I don't know if it's a polygamist thing. I don't really know. But I was always raised that natural home births were the best way to go. I loved the recovery of the home birth. It was wonderful.
Yeah, that you were raised that way because the men don't want to put their fucking name on the birth certificate or pay money for the hospital. Yeah,
right.
So an epidural though kicks butt. So it's a tough call. McKelty likes as natural as possible, and the girl's as tough as it gets.
Well, she's married to Tony, so yeah, you got to have some kind of toughness in you, I think.
I'll take this 8 rounds.
That sounds good.
It is what it is, and I'd rather my kids be safe and healthy, and we be safe and healthy, versus the possibility of something wrong happening.
I prefer home births.
Shut up, man.
Natural. It's a very natural experience. Birthing
is
natural.
it? It's natural for you, Kody? You prefer a natural birth? Tell me more.
The editing of this episode is so good. Just the way they kept Kody away for like a whole 15 minutes there, and then I prefer a natural birth. I just like it better. It's natural. I don't like a hospital.
When I saw him come on the screen with that, I truly, not to be too cliche with like the TikTok, but the audacity.
The amount of audacity.
Kody or anyone, a man saying, I prefer at-home natural births.
I don't even need to hear the end of the sentence. Stop.
Oh, do you? It's easier for you.
Yeah.
more
That's
comfortable
great.
for you.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I hate him.
Can't be in there if it's a C-section. So we'll be
God.
like in the
Okay, Mackenzie,
waiting
put
room,
your
right?
shirt down.
Yeah,
He's
bring
done
it.
measuring.
Yeah,
No
put
need
the
to
shirt down, McKelty. My God, please.
It's
Ugh.
emotions. And so
She
that's
loves
what
it.
They don't let, your favorite mother.
It's interesting. Awkward.
All right, let's wrap this up.
It was awkward during your delivery when the questions were being asked about.
Dr. Bean
Oh,
still
yeah,
remembers like, oh, how about your delivery when your husband was not there for most of it and then was asking really inappropriate things the other half?
Yeah, remember that how weird and awkward that
Yeah.
was
Thank
when
God
like
you got away from that guy.
I was measuring how dilated your cervix was, and we were
He was
talking about your
asking
sister
about
wives,
Meri.
but your husband bucks. Like, isn't that was weird, right? That was weird.
Yeah. When I was in labor with Truly, I was
25
sitting there in
10.
the hospital, and
Thank
Kody and Dr. Bean were talking about Mary's infertility issues.
So what would you
Unreal.
recommend for a fertility doctor? What do you mean? If we wanted to do in vitro fertilization. Why that? Because I've got a wife who only has one.
Dr. Bean
God, what
knew
a
we were a
fucking
polygamist
dick.
family already. We've been upfront. We've been open with him. He knew everything. While I'm here, like in labor, it's kind of classic, isn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Talking about the other wife's fertility. Yeah.
Oh,
Meri and Christine. I'm looking at you like shit. Meri and Christine have always had a really close relationship.
He just thought it
Always.
was really
Always.
funny too.
Always.
That here
Perfect.
I am in labor talking about Mary's infertility stuff with but I mean, whenever you're gonna get an opportunity to talk to somebody, so it was fine. It was great. Hopefully we see you in 6 days. Hopefully not sooner. I know. 6 days. I'm excited. Me too.
Dr. Bean's like, great. See you in 6 days.
Gross.
6 days of bliss before I have to see this girl and her husband again.
You know,
I'm hoping that everything goes right, everything's good. I don't need to see Dr. Bean until then, because that means that everything's going right if I don't have to see my doctor.
All right, let this play through.
The next time you see me, I won't be pregnant. Weird. Those doors are so hard to see because your child is on the other side. And there's nothing you can do.
she's fine.
Look, that sounds horrific, the whole procedure, but you're not even put out, right? I would, if I knew someone who was going in for a C-section, I don't think I'd be as nervous as like if they were actually going for like a surgery,
Well, it is major surgery.
But you're not put out. Are you?
No, well, they need you sometimes they do have to put you out. Like if it's an emergency C-section where they just need to put you fully under, but otherwise they give you like a spinal and then everything's just numb. But it is major surgery.
I asked my mom when we watched this together that I was like, did you do it naturally? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I don't have a scar. I'm like, no. I mean, like, so you did it like without drugs and everything? She's like, oh no. She's like, I got drugs.
Yeah. I don't like that whole like, natural, like whether you had an epidural or not. Like
feels
if you had a baby, you had a baby.
You can just feel everything. That's what I've had people say to me. I'm like, okay.
I have had 3 epidurals when one
didn't take
natural,
right?
One didn't take, and I will take an epidural every single day.
Yeah, I'll take one now.
I don't know. I feel like God created epidurals too. So
yeah, I know it's all part
science.
of him, the great
science.
him. All right.
Okay, all right. We are at 26:34.
Love it, Josie. Come back, please. I don't know where she's going. Back to McKelty's.
Oh, God, no one cares. McKelty.
Today is the day before the twins are going to be born. They're going to be born tomorrow. Isn't it so weird you can schedule a day for a birth? I'm excited for these little babies to come. Really excited. This is
Janelle doesn't really care.
To me.
It's a really big deal.
I'm excited to be there and be grandma. And
this is Robyn's face. This is a really big deal, and I'm just really excited to be grandma and just these babies. I can't wait to hold them in my hand. I'm just really excited.
I'll get to be grandma.
Yeah, even when she smiles, it's like a bitchy smile. Like,
yeah.
Oof. Just support them through this.
There's Tony.
I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm hoping Christine's cool
Wearing
and
basketball
easy about
shorts.
this too. I don't want any drama. I don't want any stress. I mean, I care about Christine. I want her to be happy.
Oh,
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah.
And I respect and honor her position as McKelty's mother. I'm ready to be done. Whoop, whoop. Forever. This is the last time we're going to see you pregnant. Yes, this is the last time I will ever, hopefully, knock on wood, this is the last time I will ever be pregnant again. I love the idea of, in the future, maybe having more kids, but they will not come out of my body. Pregnancy is miserable. It is literally awful. I've come to terms with it. Like, I'm going to get over the fact that I can't have them vaginally, but I'm not too happy about it.
But you'll be able to see it too, we were saying.
Yeah,
It's not the cloth here though, right?
So I'll have like a top, like a curtain. I'll have a curtain over in front of my face, so I won't be able to see them actually do the procedure. But Dr. Bean did say that he would put a mirror down there, so if I wanted to, I could. Why not? Sign me up for that too.
Put you in like
So cool.
Like anyone
I
who's
wanna see
watched
it.
Grey's Anatomy can tell you that this is a possibility. Why are they acting like this is the first time they've ever heard of how a C-section is done?
Yeah. Teen mom.
Yeah, exactly. This is insane. And also, Danny, great point here. Knock on wood, just take birth control or have Tony snipped.
I was just going to say, well, Tony can go and get fucking circumcised, I was going to say.
Be a big boy. Well,
You think Tony's circumcised?
probably that too. Yeah, probably if he, yeah, I think so.
Was he raised Catholic?
I think he was.
Do Mexican people get
I don't want to
circumcised?
think. I don't want to think about his penis anymore.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm just trying
Let's
to think
hope
of all
it
the
is,
penises
because
I've
if
seen.
it's not, it's going to be like
which ones are Mexican and
disgusting.
Which ones are... All right. All right. Well, let's do it. We're at
8:15.
50.
28:15.
Yes.
Going on. They have to like cut layers by layers too, because they got to cut the muscle and the skin, and then they've got to cut the uterine wall, and it just sounds so cool. Oh, gruesome.
I wonder how Avalon's going to react.
She's gonna have siblings, plural.
Yeah, it'd be great. And no one's ever left out with 3 kids. No one's ever left out. There's always someone.
She'll be left out a lot. They're twins. They're gonna stick together. I'm
Was
really
that
excited about
Avalon? What was that sound?
I think, I don't know, was it?
Go. Can you
Back?
jump
I'll go back
a
10
couple
seconds.
Listen to that.
She'll be left out a lot. They're twins. They're gonna stick together.
What the?
No, that was not. Maybe it was Truly. Truly was over on the beanbag in the corner.
Okay.
That was probably Truly.
Okay, because it didn't sound like Tony.
No, it seemed like something weird Truly would put in there. just to make things like
Okay, that was
really excited about tomorrow. The next time you see me, I won't be pregnant.
28:50.
It's a full moon. All right, we're back in
McKelty has
Flagstaff.
her C-section scheduled. I loaded up my car and
Okay, sorry. I can't believe Robyn actually went to this. So why do we think she went? Is it mostly spite?
Yeah, like, oh, McKelty wanted me there. She's Christine, but she wanted me
I'm going to
there.
flaunt this in Christine's face because, God, this sucks. This sucks for Christine. I know Janelle's going to say in a second, no, like, McKelty has every right to do this. But no, this is really shitty. This is your mom. Like, your mom doesn't get to, is this, no, I guess she already went through a birth, but like, this is your mom's experience and you're ruining it. This is just going to be a horrible day and memory for Christine because you had to have your fucking biggest fan there.
I think it kind of like what you say, I am like, she's the contrarian. She's going to do that just because everyone's like, oh, Robyn, shouldn't be there, whatever. She's like, well, I would like Robyn there. Just because she has to be different. And
she could be more victim-y there too. No, once Christine was she didn't even look at me, Kody. Yeah, it'll be more ammo to bring back for the victim house.
Yeah. And she wants to feel like special. It's probably her last
Guilty.
thing of being like, oh, see, I'm a good person.
That too. And we're going to get into the whole like McKelty. Robyn was nice to McKelty at the beginning. Like she saw that nobody liked McKelty and she was nice to her. And that's something nice about Robyn. And I completely disagree with that because I don't think Robyn saw McKelty and was like, oh, she seems like such a great girl. I'm going to be friends with her. Robyn came into the family, saw like the weakest member of the herd and was like, well, I need to get someone on my side. Robyn wasn't doing that selflessly. She completely saw an opportunity to get brownie points, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And a lot of people are like saying, like, Maggie Balls here. I think Mykelti loves receiving as much attention as possible. And Ray says, oh, Robyn went to be petty. She took days to pick out the perfect outfit, the most expensive jewelry, the strongest hairspray. For sure. Just attention whores, a whole bunch of them. Look.
Yeah. Okay,
all right,
good.
let's do this. 2902.
There, and on the way, I picked up Maria, Tony's mom, in St. George.
I'm sure Maria was like, great.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with Robyn.
Fuck are we going to talk about? And, I mean, if Kody's uncomfortable around there's nothing in life worse than a language barrier.
Yeah, that's what he said. Nothing worse.
Nothing more awkward, I think is what he said.
It was just a very quiet car ride, I think.
Fine. I mean, I'd rather that, unless Robyn's like, so what do you think of Christine? Has she been mean to you too?
Mm-hmm.
Maria's like, no English. No English. She speaks it perfectly.
Uh-huh.
All right. Timestamp here. It's kind of
We are at 2908.
Tony and Mykelti, kind of at the beginning of finding out that they are pregnant, said, we want you at this birth. As far as Christine is concerned, I just made a decision very early on that I was going to put aside any of my hurt, my sadness, or my feelings of betrayal, and just that's between Christine and I.
Yeah.
I am going to say something here because Mykelti's getting really beat up for this, but Mykelti has a good relationship with Robyn. Robyn came at a very important time for Mykelti and was very valuable for Mykelti as a teenage girl.
She was.
And I don't think any of the kids should be denied or looked down on for having a relationship with Kody and Robyn.
Mykelti and Robyn had a really, really special experience together. And what that did is that special experience between Mykelti and Robyn actually improved the relationship that Christine and I had with Mykelti.
When Robyn first joined the family, I was trying to figure out who I was, and she made me feel special, and she made me feel seen.
Yeah, she knew what she was doing, Mykelti.
Yep.
Sad.
Robyn was there for me when I needed somebody. She was there for me when I needed somebody to hear me, to love me. Robyn gave me a chance to be heard.
Oh, come on. Stop
God,
crying.
everyone heard you, Mykelti.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember when Mykelti told me that Robyn would be there. I just always knew Robyn would be there. I don't know what there will be for us to do except to wait in the waiting room together. There's a
that sounds so terrible.
I can't predict somebody else's choices or actions, but for me, my plan is to play nice.
Oh, okay. Well, you handled the baby sprinkle and the wedding real top notch, so I'm sure this will be great.
I'm ready to give birth. I'm feeling good. I feel like I didn't sleep at all last night.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Sleep's not going to happen. They came in, they kind of prepped, Mykelti talked to her, and then they put Tony in this, looked like a beekeeper suit from, head to toe.
Why is this so funny? I don't know
why. This is the most funny thing, yeah. Oh, God, she's trying to think. And Robyn, look, get a picture of me with Tony. Oh, Tony probably made that into, a whole fucking thing, too. Hey, Robyn, look at me.
I feel like a minion. I'm a minion.
I'm in Breaking Bad.
I'm a minion.
Walter White. Tony's not cool enough to have watched Breaking Bad. Do you think he watches Breaking Bad?
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah, but he probably thinks he's perfect. He probably went in there and was like, hey, doc, do you need an extra hand, some assistance? I'm ready. Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
One of my favorite moments yesterday was my mom's like, what does Tony do for a living? And I was like, he teaches chess.
Chess.
Oh my God. She's just loving my mom.
Chess.
He teaches chess.
Please know
Interest.
He's
chess.
really nervous. They put him in a suit.
3140.
Thank you.
We gave me
Oh my
Kelty
God,
hugs
that
and
photo.
kisses,
And
and
she's like,
told her we loved her, and she was whirled away. It's hard. It's really hard emotionally to have your kids have any kind of procedure like that. It was really difficult.
ugh.
Shirley, before McKelty's procedure, her heart rate started to
The
spike
entire
because she has to be
pregnancy, my
dramatic
heart
everywhere
rate
she
never
goes.
spiked. I never had issues with blood pressure at all. But as soon as I was in there getting the numbing for the epidural and then getting the epidural, my heart rate started spiking and my blood pressure started going up, and I started to go into a panic.
Oh my God, there's a commercial. I am going to go ahead because now I figured out how to
so
do it.
hard to see. Extremely.
Wait. Was there no like? Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm at 34:15 minus a minute 30.
32:30.
Okay, I don't think that's timed up right, but okay. It's like right up to the commercial right now. Right now.
Those doors are so hard to see because you know your child is on the other side.
It's not a child.
There's nothing you can do to help them. I am extremely upset that I can't have Tony in the operating room with me.
Oh my God, I don't want Tony in the operating room anywhere near me.
Doctors and the nurses in the room were like, something's going on. What's wrong? My body was shaking just because I was just anxiety. There's the only solution.
Okay, so they're getting the baby
my
back.
husband.
She's having a panic attack. Too bad Cody's not there to come in and fucking save the day.
My husband.
I'm here, babe. Here I am, babe. I brought the pico de gallo.
Oh my God, him walking into that suit, I'd be like, oh God, he's gonna like drop the baby or something.
Yeah,
like he's gonna Mr. Bean it in there. He's gonna just things are just gonna be. He's gonna be trying to like do some practical jokes.
Slips on a banana peel somehow. All right. There we go.
All right, 33:06.
As soon as Tony entered the room, though, he was finally able to come in. And immediately I started to calm down. I started to feel better because I had him there. You just trust in these doctors so much that everything's going to be okay.
This is the first baby that's
really
ever
been born.
Oh my God.
And Robyn was there in the room.
She's
too, so the
fine.
just sat and waited for it to be done.
My entire delivery was quicker than this. I'm not even kidding.
Jeez. Yeah, your baby's like walked right out.
Surprising, a little.
I mean, my mom is very jarred by Tony's appearance.
Okay, what type of cartoon is that? It's like a Japanese anime character, kung fu master. I don't know what that is.
I feel like I could look like Tony because we got kind of the same head shape and like big eyes, but my eyes would have to be like this.
You have to like bug them. Yeah. And it's like a
very
aggressive.
Babe. Oh my God, that hurts. All right. And the mustache.
His hair, he just smells. I know he smells. That's it. He smells.
Tony is one of my options for our Halloween costume this year, but I think I have a better one.
Okay.
Do you have any ideas?
We'll talk.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk. I think I got one.
I'm pretty settled on one, actually. Okay. Okay.
What it takes to get
33:40.
out of her. I was really happy I could be there during the operation because I know it means the world to her, and I want to be there. Seeing everything, really cool. Being there for my wife, super, super important. Having kids come back, best part.
Yeah, Archer and Ace Padron are born at 5:31 and 5:32.
I just instantly start calm me down and everything's fine. And then Ace comes out, they wrap him up a little bit, and then they bring him over in my other arm and I'm able to hold him.
I don't like to see.
I'm like, this is great. I'm happy. This is awesome.
Tony McKelty's oozed up babies.
I hear the voices of my mom's and Aspen in the other room. It was just like this an incredible experience. I had my boys. They were safe. They were here. They were healthy. And
God, Tony, can you put your hair in like a pony or something in the fucking...
Yeah, they gave you a hairnet for a purpose.
Yeah. He's just like posing for first pictures of the baby. His hair's like, hi.
Yeah.
And he's sweaty. He's somehow sweatier than McKelty.
Joyous experience of everything's fine.
Robyn and Christine are together. I don't know how much they're interacting. I don't know what the experience would be like.
They're not here for each other. They're not here for anybody else. They're here for me. So it's very honoring, humbling, and super special because this is one of the most incredible and memorable moments of my life, and to be able to share it with my mom.
Yeah, well, not everyone else is, so shut up.
Yeah, I know.
It.
And Robyn's not your mom. Sorry.
And
she was your like unpaid boss.
Right.
At the same time, Christine was holding Ace, and so it was kind of like we were, holding.
Get it out, dum dum.
Oh my God.
We're just holding grandbabies together. I just wish it was under different circumstances as far as Chrissy and I are concerned. And it was kind of sweet because for a moment I could just forget all that.
She's actually crying there because she's talking about babies. And again, babies are like literally the only thing that she cares about, even though she's a parent.
I really hope Mykelti regrets having her there now.
I hope so too, because now they don't fuck with Robyn and Kody. So I hope that they're like, that she's like, oh fuck, I really ruined that experience for my mom. Has like, she hasn't been through enough. All right. It's the last segment.
35-47. I can't believe she gets half this episode. Ugh.
Tony Mykelti won't
be
there, and they want Christine there.
Oh,
and
this is wild.
Tony's mother is really close too. She's at home watching Avalon. She'll be coming in later too. What Tony Mykelti want is what's important. My mom spent last night with us in the hospital to help me with the twins through the night. So now she's going to go home and hang out and be at home. And Robyn's going to spend the night with us at home to help us with the twins again through the night. Avalon's there. Tony's mom, Maria, is there. And then that's it. We're just going to keep kind of a small house as we go and introduce the boys to their sister.
Okay, stop. That's not a small house. That's you and Tony and your daughter. That would be keeping a small house, like just the five of you. You actually have 2 house guests. I would say that's a large house.
Yeah.
I'm very different, I guess. Like, I didn't want other people in the house helping me, because to me that's more stressful having someone else in the house
in
that
your
I'm like,
home. Yeah.
So I don't think this is keeping it small. You have 2 house guests plus your mom, who's like coming and going, and your sister, who we're going to see Aspen coming and going.
And I'm sure truly, and Isabel was there too. I'm sure like
almost
there's a bunch
outnumbered.
Of people. And Mykelti's in her like best life right now, because it's just all people just rotating in and out, giving her attention. And Tony loves it too. Attention for me too.
All right, 36-36.
Hey, buddy. Avalon, do you want to meet your brothers?
I hate her walking on the table. Gross.
I know.
Gross. Get your kids' feet off the table where I prepare food.
I thought that was gross too.
Okay, but everyone does it. Tyler and Caitlin always let their kids on the counter with their bare feet too. I'm cutting like peppers on here.
I am not.
Ew. I know, I'm a bitch. Sorry. I'm not a parent. But
no,
you think it's gross too.
No. Not when you, especially you have like 2 new babies in the house. There's like hand, foot, mouth, and she could have like been at the park and she's got like worms under her toenails and all that kind of shit. Like, just maybe not
on the island.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of cute. She was kind of cute.
She's a tough kid. She roughhouses a lot. And so these are very...
Because you're teaching her too.
Yeah. Who is she roughhousing with? You?
There's a little baby. Avalon.
Oh, you know who Avalon looks like? She looks like Sarah from Modern Family.
Sarah Hyland?
Yeah. They have the same face. They do.
Oh, just everything's very large feature?
Yeah. Yeah, she looks like Sarah Hyland, who's currently just nailing it. The Little Shop of Horrors off Broadway.
Ah, yes, I saw that.
Middling performance of Audrey I've ever seen.
And just there's another random person at the kitchen counter, so it's not a small house. I think that might be his
really
sister.
Honing in on that. Okay, yeah. And Maria's there.
Yeah, you had a ton of help.
Ooh, Mykelti looks spent.
She finally realized these aren't just babies and they're not toys.
they're actual humans and they belong to mommy and daddy. I think it was honestly heartbreaking.
You got it? You got it?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Sure. You're not ready.
God, those babies are so tiny. Gosh.
I mean, I guess having a plural family and we at that time all lived together. It was very different than having two parents and one child.
I had 3 wives before I had any children. We sort of did all pitch in with the baby.
That's so weird.
Oh, Jody, your hair looks really good like that. You finally achieved what I think you've been trying to achieve for the past 3
Gave
hours.
up.
Do not touch it for the rest of
Okay.
the day.
Not
All right.
touching.
It's a big change.
Okay, Avalon needs a little
Any of my children being specifically weirded out by a new baby.
Come cuddle.
This is when she's understanding.
I don't think she's weirded out. I think there's a lot of adults crowding around her in a new situation.
And here's Robyn chasing after Avalon. But again, Robyn's doing the thing that any introvert would do, is just like give yourself an activity to busy yourself so that you don't. So she's kind of like, I'll just watch Avalon all day.
Yeah.
Here's Meri. Hi, Meri.
If our kids really had time to like grow up to be a toddler to be like, wait a second, who is this other child? There's just always another one coming.
There was some weird stuff that happened. I mean, like, I had my first child and there was a mother that was jealous.
I forgot about this part.
It was Christine who got jealous when Logan was born.
Why did you have to tell us that story? Like, why? You're such a petty bitch. It was Christine. No one asked. I guarantee you. No, I guarantee you. He was like, one of the wives got jealous. Huh?
It was actually Christine.
It was Christine who got jealous.
And I'm sure Christine wasn't jealous in like a mean way. It was probably like, oh God, I like really want a baby. I'm so ready for a baby.
And she's probably
like,
jealous because you're bad at being a husband, and like you probably were, and you openly admitted that you treated her badly because you weren't attracted to her.
Yeah, I don't think it was like
she hates Logan.
Wrong.
Logan, she hates you.
She hates Logan. Yeah.
This is a Hail Mary if I ever saw her. Well, Christine hates Logan.
Him. And wanted like, oh, I want this. I'm excited. I want to do this.
I'm sure she was so horrible to Logan. We've all seen Christine with babies. She's just so bad with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Awful.
Lovely. What I was going through was the first year of being in plural marriage.
Yeah.
It was so hard. I felt like I lost my identity completely.
Yeah.
Having all those kids that young, we were all involved. It was supposed to be this extremely benevolent experience.
With her glasses.
And now
so
it's all
cute.
come apart for me. I'm just going, was it just suppressed jealousy? Was it sometimes suppressed rage? I don't know.
All right, Tony, let's go upstairs to your husband. Can you take him?
Let's go.
This is Archer.
We'll take the long, arduous journey.
I just shot him. Sorry, baby.
They look nothing alike at all. They're fraternal twins, which means they're not identical. They don't look alike at all, and they look nothing like Avalon.
Yeah,
stop. God, don't do that. Robyn's going to stay with us for the next couple days, help us through the night. She's just going to be here kind of 24/7. Well,
sounds awful.
This was really nice because Robyn was able to get this bonding with the grandkids. So when Robyn goes back home,
it's not really her
Mom will
grandkids.
be able to have her bonding as well with her grandkids. And Maria being able to come up and have her bonding as well. It's really nice.
You know, Maria's like, God, I wish this bitch would just get the fuck out of here. Like, go
yeah, exactly. Like, oh, can we
grandmother.
bond like over a course of a couple weeks? So
like this
I
is a
can
lot
be
of Robyn
here
coming at
without
me.
this one.
Concentrated Robyn.
A lot of people.
Yeah, this is what I gave birth to Avalon. And all of Robyn's kids love McKelty. She puts a lot on herself. She puts a lot of all of this on herself about bringing the family together and having it be her role.
Because she loves it.
Great with Robyn.
Like that last goodbye.
Great with me. Kody and Robyn are grandparents to Avalon. And they'll be grandparents for the twins. Well, no, I technically gave birth to Avalon on the floor. Yep, that's true. It's crazy because people think when they
No one
get
wants to
when
hear
they
your birth
split, when they
story.
divorce or whatever, that they won't have to see each other, and that's not true. You'll always be in each other's lives somehow or another. I'm going to be the one kind of helping the most, and then I'm sure Christine will kind of step in after I leave, and I'll hand the baton off to her, kind of a thing.
I did not hear that the first time I watched this.
I didn't either.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be there first, and then I'll kind of hand the baton.
I'll be doing the most, I think. I'll be the one helping the most. Oh my God, this lady. And then last week she said, I don't know.
Maybe that's because she doesn't have a what is that thing called? It's where it's like you spend a couple hours every day doing it, and then
there's an exchange of
goods or services, and you get money.
Right. And job.
Oh,
a job, right? And she also said last week that Janelle didn't budget her money the same way she did. Again.
Oh no, Janelle does not.
Job.
Yeah, Janelle doesn't know how to budget or
the audacity.
Buy homes, pay taxes. Janelle doesn't know anything about that. No. Robyn, well, I would love to see Robyn's resume.
Oh my God.
How about just ass skill? Just one.
Yeah. Skill.
Graphic design, no.
Art?
But budgeting, accounting, no. Sales, no.
Business?
Market, no. No, like for real, like what skill does she have? Honestly.
I'm trying to think like what she would say as her. No, she would say that she's a businesswoman. She says she's a great mom. Like she genuinely thinks these things about herself. She believes that she can help out more and then pass the baton to
plussing and
Christine.
minusing. That's a good one. Cooking, no.
Well,
oh, pleasing her favorite customer, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. She's a hashtag mom for life.
Mom boss?
Mom boss, yes.
Also, Mama Bear. She definitely owns Mama Bear shirts. She's a Chelsea Huska all the way.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get this fucking wretched episode over with. Even though the first half was so good. Charging credit cards. Another good one. Diesel jeans model, CEO, jewelry designer.
To get back together again and be okay in each other's presence.
Ooh.
It was awkward. And it's going to be awkward for a while. And I don't know what the future looks like.
At least 2 more years.
We'll do it for our kids, but it's not going to happen anything that I want to have happen soon.
Good for you, Christine.
All right, that ends on kind of a somber note, but let's see what's coming up next week.
Next time on Sister Wives.
Next time on Sister Wives. You want some dark meat. This is the first Thanksgiving.
Oh, she wants dark meat, all right. Aurora.
What do you mean? She likes black guys?
Well, you saw her boyfriend.
Is he black?
I think has like a
ethnically
diverse.
Ambiguous.
Yes.
He just lied. He said this is our first Thanksgiving we're going to be spending with just Robyn's family. You've had like 2 in the past 2 since I've been watching the show.
Yeah.
In fact, they aired last year. They aired the year before's footage for last year.
Yeah. Temptations, dishware, akimbo.
There's only there's only 5 of each thing because Ariola has broken like 1 of every piece.
Oh yeah, for
Chips
sure.
akimbo. Right,
I bet you they cut up all her food still in little pieces.
Oh, Solomon too. He's tender.
Yes.
Because you can't show the affection to Robyn, then I'm not gonna.
Christine looks gorgeous here with her hair like that.
Robyn slept in the closet. Seriously. And she had both boys with her, and when they would wake up and be hungry, I'd feed one of the boys and she'd go back to bed.
I said, I'll take the closet. Like, you stay in the bed with her.
Ew, no.
I was putting pressure on Kody to work on his relationships with his kids.
I'm tired of being angry.
Oh, I'm having a hard time not losing respect for you a little bit. I think that Kody should be camping out on their doorsteps.
Yeah. You. My mom was confused there, and I was like, it's because this is their script for this year. Yeah. This year, we're going to fool the audience, even though it's never worked before, but we're going to fool the audience by, you are begging. All you want is the family back together.
Yeah. I'm losing respect for you a little bit, Kody.
Let's stand out in our driveway in negative 40-degree weather too for this conversation.
I can't wait to hear how Robyn refused to sleep in the bed with Mykelti so that Tony could sleep on the floor in the closet. Like, that's disgusting. Anyone would say no. I'm not sleeping in Tony's spot on the bed next to a woman who's like actively bleeding.
They don't clean those bed sheets either. They smell like cheese.
That's disgusting. I'm not sleeping in anyone's master bed, even if they've changed the sheets. There's been
You wouldn't sleep in my master bed? There. Literally nothing has happened in there.
I probably couldn't because it's probably like
recovering.
No, because there's probably like cat dander and stuff, and like
there's definitely
just like I'd be just blown up.
Yesterday, me and Joan recorded our episode. Everyone check out Pod in the City. We should really add that into housekeeping. But I have another podcast called Pod in the City. We do Sex in the City with my bestie, Joan. And we also do a live weekly roundup every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. But on our Patreon, we just did the Broad City episode where Alana eats a shellfish. And I was like, this is what Jody says her face would look like if she ever walked into my house.
Oh, yeah. Like my eyes would be swollen shut.
And I'd be like, give Latrice. Latrice wants a headbutt, Jody. Headbutt. It's just like you just
I would be unconscious. You would be taking my fingies and like putting them in Latrice's face.
Yeah, snuggle up, Latrice. I'm like rubbing Latrice all over your face. All right, we did it.
Oh, we did it in just under 3 hours. Right.
So
hey, check out our Patreon. The links are all over the place. You know where to go. Next week, same time, same place. Noon Central every Monday. We're recapping. Yeah, check out our Patreon and
YouTube. You can join us here on YouTube. You get the same thing as Patreon, like the videos. Do not sign up for both, but Patreon has a little bit more of a backlog. Check out Total Request Podcast. And guys, you guys have been so amazing. It really makes me it makes my little heart grow that once we're done here, go to the actual comment section of YouTube, make a comment. It actually really does help us. It's like you're giving us money, kind of.
Yeah,
I think that's how the algorithm works. But just leave a comment, comment with each other, be nice to each other. And I had fun this week.
I did too. I know. I can't wait till next week.
Me too. And again, bravo on the cover that you made. It honestly,
thank you.
I really did. My eyes were just like, wow. Thank God you are doing the art of the creative art. You're the creative art director of Love to Hate Everything.
Sure. I'll add that to my resume.
It's more than Robyn has on her resume.
I'll let you play the outro. I won't mess anything up. But thank you guys seriously so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
it means the world to us.
Josie.
Let's say goodbye to Josie. We love you.
Yeah,
thanks for joining us, Josie.
You guys, look, get your shit together because we are all adults. Bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment and click on that bell if you want notifications because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/trpod. And We Love to Hate TV. Patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.